Yeah.
to his field trips.
They give him school lunch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call the wild.
Call of the Wild.
The hunt happen at the wild.
Ooh, you sound like a cute turkey. Jash. Stop. Mr. Loud just for the sake of being loud. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. God.
What's it?
Hey, dude. What are you doing? I'm loading my Quattro, but if you want to hunt either your map or
Okay.
the other
Yeah.
one.
Join you and it wasn't showing up yet.
Okay, yeah, I just literally just got in, so.
Okay.
Dude, I killed a fucking Iberian Mouflon earlier, and of course, and fucking Troll. I did get a diamond bison on, I did get a diamond bison on what fucking map? Yukon. Stupid Yukon. Ugh.
I'm gonna stick your money in an envelope. I'm gonna attach it, everything bookkeeper put please that stuff, okay?
Duck Turd think I'll be able to watch for a little bit this time. Yeah, right, you're gonna come in, say fucking hi, and then leave, and then some cunt's gonna, like, spam me with stuff, and I'm gonna beg for you to help me, and you're gonna be nowhere to be found, Duck.
Yeah.
So an hour later, he's like, I'm back.
Hey guys, I'm back. I said hi for 1 second, but now I'm back. What are you supposed to be? Did you see Duck Turd's ugly dog? You want to see it real quick?
Probably so cute.
It's not cute. It's hideous, just like Duck Turd himself.
Oh yeah, he is hideous.
Yeah, he's pretty hideous.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be completely honest, he's probably pretty hideous.
He's always hideous.
Yeah, he is. Okay, let's see. Duck Turd's dog, right there.
Aww.
I know, pretty cute, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know why Duck Turd's like, hey, your doghouse is gonna be a flipped over chair, but
I know.
yeah, fucking Duck Turd, he's kind of a pine cone. All right. We just need to get a goddamn great one on this fucking game, dude. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, that's all he gets is a chair. Exactly. You're like, you'll get a chair and that's it. And you'll like it.
You're right so far.
You're kind of a terrible fucking dog owner, Duck Turd. If we're being honest, and I feel like I'm being honest with you, you're kind of a bad owner.
That's when they're perfect. Waste.
So I watched those 3 podcasts. I've been watching the ones you sent me. I'm not nearly into guns as much as you, so like I didn't watch any of their other ones where they're talking about guns and stuff. But like,
No, I wouldn't either. That's why I didn't recommend all of them.
but yeah.
SPE waste.
What'd you think of them?
No, I like him. I completely agree with everything the guy says. You know what I mean? Like, I can't find any fault with anything the guy said. I would love if, like, you know, to me, like, that rad guy would be somebody great for the fucking Call of the Wild devs to talk to before, you know, dropping another Africa map. Because like when he said, "Oh, the perfect all-around rifle for game out in Africa is a 300 Win Mag from big to little," you know, you're just like, "Oh, really? A 300? You know, according to these guys, that's way too big." You know, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really hope the dudes who for that other game that said they have hunters on staff. I really hope they mean it and they're not, you know. I hope it's like actual big game hunters and not like Tree Kiwi and his I shoot rabbits. You know what I mean?
Well, he's hunted a lot of big game kind of recently.
Yo, what's up, Lucas? No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, when Tree Kiwi first became a thing in fucking Call of the Wild, I mean, that was his thing. Like, oh, I've shot rabbits and you know, a pig and some goats. You know what I mean? For the longest time. And absolutely, I will give him credit that he started hunting big game. But, like, prior to that, it was like... What's going on, Lucas? How you doing, man?
Did you peek? Oh, you're a little peeker.
Hold on, I'm going to shut my door real quick. Guaranteed next release is going to be a great one. Dude,
Yeah, I think there's going to be a great one with the release, but I don't think that's...
so
I think they're hinting at a map, because that map they keep showing pictures of doesn't exist.
I saw people are saying it's either going to be Sweden or Canada, and I'm thinking if it's Canada, they're the biggest bunch of assholes in the planet. I'm thinking maybe Sweden or Norway, and I'm thinking it'll probably be Great One Moose, because like moose are located on both those places. So. Lucas, I'm doing good, bud. Sorry, go ahead.
I think Saskatchewan's probably one of the best guesses. And I'm probably wrong. Maybe it is Sweden. I've never been to Sweden. I don't know what the hell it looks like.
I'm not going to lie. I'd be completely fine with a Canada map. But, on the other hand, I really would fucking like another, like, Europe map with some shit that we can't hunt on just all the regular American maps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Dude, I was like, well, why the fuck don't we have fallow deer on Africa? When you hear that, when I listened to, so that they released another rad...
The people and say, hey,
Yeah,
Gator
I
don't
haven't
play
watched
no
that one
shit.
yet.
You feel
This
me?
came out Friday.
Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Yo, what's up, Stream Tiny? Thanks for the follow. Oh, Lucas again just on Twitch. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, bud. Yeah, so I had 13 hours to kill, so I fucking listened to it and like, dude, it's good.
Yeah, that's normally what I would do too, but I had my wife with me, so she talked to me the whole time.
Dude, so I'm not gonna lie. Like when we were driving down to Oklahoma, I got so fucking tired because it was me and then the other two people in the thing. I was exhausted, but with driving back, didn't get tired one time and drove like the whole way straight through, like no problem.
Yeah, it's because you're all stoked to see your family.
Yeah, I don't really like them, but yeah, I can see that.
I don't really like them. It's the best.
Sup, Gator? Stream Tiny. Well, that's a different name than Lucas, that's for sure. I mean, does all these fucking wolves want to get murdered? Because we can do some killing. I'm in the wolf killing business, and business is good. Guaranteed next release gonna be great one. You again? Yeah, new map and great one. The Instagram post, they keep saying big one, huge one, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something about great something, and the G was capitalized. So I'm on board with you there. I think there is going to be another great one, and I think they need it.
Dude, I don't play maps if they don't have a great one on them. You know what I mean? Like that's the point I'm at now because I'm just so fucking bored with them. And I feel like if they do a map that's got a moose on it, it's gonna be the best one because that opens up so many other fucking maps that don't have great ones on. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yukon and Russia and all that shit. So hopefully. Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Dude, I took out this whole fucking pack of wolves. They like just didn't want to run away. They Naomi Judded themselves and just lay there and I killed them. Oh, too early. Belinda hates
What was
Naomi
that all
Judd.
about?
She hung herself or something. Like, well, they don't say if she hung herself. Naomi Judd, like 70 years old, and fucking killed herself.
Yeah, because she's the mom. Right?
Yeah, she's the mom. So what's going on with your great one? Yo, what's up, Taylor? So, oh no, we're just looking for one. Dude, I saw there's a dude on Twitch that I buy premiums or whatever. He posted that he's got 2 great ones on his map. Of course, it's this map. You know, I feel like being like, yo, motherfucker, give me one. Give me one. I'm sick of fucking playing this map.
That's funny. Yeah, see, he's got 66 people watching
Dude,
him right now.
I kid you not. I was like fucking going through people earlier, and there was a dude whose stream looked like terrible, like super fucking pixelated and laggy as can be. And he had like 20 people, and he only had 19 followers. And I assume a lot of them were bots, but I thought bots weren't necessarily supposed to count, and it was just weird, and I didn't understand. And then I was watching some girl who like just straight up admits that she, you know, brand new to the game and isn't good at it. But of course she was like a lady streamer, so she had quite a few people. How was your day there, Toller Bear? Broke his fucking legs. Suck it, stupid wolf. Dude, I got so excited that I was gonna get like a diamond mouflon, and then it wasn't. Been windier than hell here. Yeah, that sucks. Dude, we had a wicked storm go through Oklahoma. Like, I was sleeping at like 4 in the morning, like fucking thunder and wind pounding, but I just went right back to sleep. But and then that crazy fucking tornado up in Canada, in Kansas, duh. So, Stream Tiny, do you prefer to talk on Twitch, or do you prefer to be Lucas on YouTube, dude? It's so weird that I really wish that like for like your stream you could just set somebody's nickname. Like I said, that way I could know who the fuck it was.
You know, it's funny you brought up the judge thing, and my wife had just sent me a little screenshot from him not like 2 minutes before you said something.
Yeah. Well, Belinda hates the Judds, and she really hates Ashley Judd, which makes sense. But I don't know. Like, I thought she died because she was sick. She had some kind of fucking either hep or something with her liver or something. That's why they had to retire, you know. And then like, hey guys, how's the stream looking for you guys? I keep getting notifications that like it's fucking up. If it sucks, let me know, and I will maybe just cancel it. But is it bad for you, Toller or Duck?
It's okay for me. It looks like it's dropping a few frames, but that could be my internet as well, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I'll just walk really slow so it won't drop frames. Seems kind of laggy. Voice isn't laggy, but the video is. Okay. It's good for me, just a random drop here or there. Alright. Well, as long as it's not a pain in the ass, we'll keep going. But if it, like, sucks, let me know. If it turns to shit, let me know. Dude, it worked so good today during my day stream. Like, the numbers were great on it. I don't understand why it'll fucking lag out more at night, but hopefully Gets all right. So wine walk on Friday, and then we're going to the house and watch the BKFC. If you want to come over, we'll be. I know you like going on little mini trips. Did you guys take your camper or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were taking the camper.
No. We took Trish's little car.
The Porsche?
It travels. Yeah, it travels pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got pulled over in it.
How did that work out? All right or no?
Yeah. They just gave me a verbal warning.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, were
We're
you
doing
considerably over?
49 and a 35.
Eee, you got lucky with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that car, I mean, you know, I spend most of my time driving a stick.
Sure.
And when you drive a stick, when you let off the gas, the car slows down.
Yeah,
And even in some automatics, it will a little bit,
sure.
but not that car. You let off the gas and it like kicks it into a higher gear, and it's like, we're gonna roll faster than you were already going.
Yeah.
And I wasn't quite used to it yet. I'd slowed down, but then I sped up, and I didn't see him there. And then our radar detector gave me the little laser radar gun warning, and I was like, shit. I was
Yeah.
like, that's the first I've heard of it, and if it hit me, I'm the only one around, so I know
Right.
it got me.
Right.
And I started looking for him, and I saw a little police emblem between a tree and a bank building. Man, he had about the best hiding place I've ever seen for a cop. So we chit-chatted a little bit, and so one of my things, I tell all my kids and my wife, if you're doing something like that, speeding, and you know you're caught, you're busted, and he's going to pull you over, like there's not a doubt in your mind, just pull over.
Yeah.
Don't drive until you can figure out what you want to do. Just pull over. And so that's what I did. I saw him rolling up his window, so I knew he was coming out to get me. And like right as I was passing by, I could see in my peripheral he hit his lights.
Yeah. You're like,
So I
fuck.
pulled past him just enough that he could like turn out behind me.
Yeah.
And every time I've done that, they've always been super chill. And he told me, he's like, the way you reacted and stuff, he goes, man, I thought for sure I'd pulled over one of my own officers. And I was like, oh, no. I said, I'm not going to have you chase me because I know that just amps people up. And he said, yeah, you're right. And so we talked a little bit. And he asked me, he's like, are you military? I said, well, I was. He may have asked me if I was a veteran.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And he goes, oh, okay. He goes, what'd you do? And I guess thought I was an MP or something since I was doing all that. And I told him, and he goes, oh, yeah, I was in as well. And I can't remember exactly what he said he did, like heavy artillery, or I know he said heavy something.
Yeah.
And yeah, he started talking, and then I don't know why I thought he saw license plates or something. He might have seen my ID when I opened my wallet, but he asked me, he's like, do you have a disability card? And I said, I do, as a matter of fact. And he's like, oh, and I just showed it to him. He's like, oh, okay. And we talked a little bit more, and he's like, all right. He's like, well, I'm just going to give you a written warning. He said, I'll be right back. So he walks back to his car, and he was doing all of his work on the passenger side. So Trish left her window down and stuff, and we're just sitting there. I saw in my left mirror that I saw him get in the car, and like as soon as the car door shut, his door like bounced back open. I was like, damn, that's like the quickest warning I've ever seen.
Right.
I was like, was it typing up as he was talking or something? I'm like, how did he do it that quick? And he came back around, and Trish didn't know he was coming, and I guess I forgot to tell her that he was coming around. You know, I just assumed she can see what I can see, so I
Right.
didn't say anything. And so as soon as he started talking, man, Trish screamed and like threw her phone in the air. She caught it, but
Yeah.
she screamed so loud it scared the cop. And he's like, I guess I scared you? And she's like, just a little bit.
That's funny.
So we got a good laugh about that. And then he told me, he goes, you know what? I'm just going to give you a verbal warning. And then he goes, but I'd like you to take a look at this. And he hands me his disability veteran card.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. And we talked about it a little bit. And we both got the same amount. So he's like, yeah, I don't think I should push for more because I'm able to work. And I'm sitting there thinking, I mean, we didn't have that long of a conversation. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that money's just going to go into somebody else's pockets. So
Yeah.
you can either try to get it or not. And I mean, I didn't get any till, I mean, what, I've been in the military for like 22 years or something by the time I got anything.
Right.
So, I mean, the VA has made a shit ton of money, shit ton of savings off of me.
Right.
But yeah, he was super cool, and he's like, yeah, just slow it down. And so I know all those small little Texas towns because I've traveled
Yeah.
through them my whole life. I knew most of them were pretty bad. This was the first time I think I've ever even seen a cop in this town.
What town was it?
And that's Texline.
Okay.
It's right there between Texas and New Mexico. It's right on the state line there. So if you come down that way through, so if you take 25 south to Raton,
Mm-hmm.
and then you, in Raton, like the second exit for Raton, you head east on 87 or 287 or something like that. And you can take it all the way to, I think it's to Dumas.
Sure.
And then Dumas, you head south on, I think it's 287 through Amarillo and then across through Wichita Falls. I mean, technically, you could take 287 too, because I think it's the same 287 that runs all the way through Longmont.
Oh, okay.
Main Street, Longmont.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's the way we normally always go. I like the stay a little better. We used to go. Oh, when I lived up in the mountains and stuff, and in the Denver area, we'd cut across Kansas sometimes.
Right.
And just
See, and that's what I
straight
wasn't sure
across.
if you were going to do that and go down 35 or not.
Yeah, we went 70 to 35 is the way we used to go. God
Yeah.
dang, does that seem like it takes forever.
Yeah.
So now we go this, I mean, now that we're in the southern part of the state anyway, it's
Sure.
quicker to go that way. So I think it's only like a 9-hour drive or some crap like that.
So bad. Did you guys go straight through or no?
Not driving down there. We stopped in Wichita Falls, which
Okay.
is
Yeah.
pretty close anyway. But after that whole accident stuff, Trish was kind of shaken up, and you know, I felt like I didn't want to push my luck any more than we already had. So neither one of us really wanted to drive at night,
Yeah.
and it was just getting like dark when we got into.
Dude, I love driving at night though. The only thing that I hate is, you know, like fucking deer on the road or whatever, but I love like it's cooler at night and like I don't know, I like so many more things about driving at night for some reason.
I normally do too. Like I've always kind of been that way, but it's probably something just getting older that I'd prefer to be able to see
Sure.
further than not.
Yeah.
Like in the daytime, like I spotted, you know, coyotes and deer,
Sure.
a shit ton of antelope and stuff. At nighttime, I probably wouldn't even have seen them.
Dude, I think I saw my very first roadkill otter in Oklahoma. Like, I like driving night because my eyes are way too sensitive to light. Yeah. I love no reflection.
Yeah, some of that though. So I've always been good at like daytime or nighttime, but that in between when it's going from
Right.
daytime to nighttime, Dude, I hate that when you have all the shadows and stuff like that.
To me, there's nothing worse than fucking the sun just coming up or the sun just going down and just fucking blinding you so bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I hate the most is like not being able to see anything because that sun just right in your face.
Right.
Even small glare from a passing car is enough to make me wince a little. You need to man up, Tor. I don't know if I can say man up or not, you know, but...
I think some of driving at night is making sure that you, like, basically never look at other people's headlights. Because if you're doing that, man, it'll screw with you pretty quick.
Dude, especially anybody with fucking new headlights. You know, like, any sort of fucking new LED halogen just fucking burn your corneas.
Yeah. Where are the dang red deer?
Driving at night scares me. That's why you live on a little farm in Oregon. Because you're afraid.
Yeah, coming back yesterday. Like, we left out and we're like, well, if it takes us a little while, we'll just stop and get a worm. And,
Sure.
you know, not push it again. But we left early enough, and it was saying, like, the time we were supposed to get home was, like, I think when I left, it said I should arrive at 6:04.
Yeah, and you're like, we're not fucking stopping.
Yep, so, yeah, I told her the same thing. I was like, hell, it's going to be light all the way through. We'll make it.
Yeah.
And we were doing pretty good, and the time was kind of, it was getting slightly longer. Like, it got up to, I think at one point it got up to saying we were going to arrive at like 6:19.
Yeah.
Then it started going down a little bit. And then, where was it? I think it was just north of Walsenburg. Like, we had just passed both the exits of Walsenburg.
Yeah.
I see this black car coming up behind me, and I'm like, I'll get out of your way. You can have it.
Absolutely.
I'm already, like, pushing it as fast as I'm comfortable with. by
Right.
myself.
Dude, I
Which I
love
think-
having somebody who wants to fucking break trail for you. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was
What's up, Meep?
averaging probably about 10 over most of the time. That's normally where I'm comfortable by myself, because
Yeah.
if I see something, I can normally hit my brakes in time to knock a few off of it, and they don't give a shit.
I was driving that fucking truck, and the guy who my buddy bought it from, I don't know if it was a work truck or what, but he had it fucking regulated so it wouldn't go over 80. And my boss is in front of me, and he doesn't do anything like less than 85. So just trying to fucking keep him in view in case one of us had an issue. And fucking A, dude, it was such a giant pain in the ass. Meep.
Yeah, so that black car, I got out of the way, and he came by, and I was like, okay, he just wanted to get in front, and then he's going to slow down.
Yeah.
No. I started, like, matching his speed. Dude, he was sitting on, like, 100 the whole time.
Wow.
And I was like, all right,
Yeah, we can do
this
this.
little car will do it. It'll sit comfortably at that.
Yeah.
And it does. It sits real comfortable at that speed. So we were just hanging out kind of behind him. And I gave him actually quite a bit of room. I was probably 10 to 15 car lengths behind him. You know, I wasn't, like, super close to him.
Yeah.
And anytime I felt like he would get further away, if a car got between us or something, I would just speed up enough to basically close that distance back to that. And but yeah, I followed that car all the way pretty much to my exit in the Springs. So imagine doing that speed from
Yeah.
Walsenburg to the Springs.
Yeah.
So it knocked off some time, but
Yeah.
we got home at 5:44.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we had knocked off 20 minutes.
Dude, what I hate is like in Oklahoma, in Missouri and Kansas, and well, maybe not Kansas, but in Oklahoma, Iowa, it's 70 fucking. Oh, I guess Oklahoma's 75, but anyway, Iowa, Missouri, Minnesota, it's 70 miles an hour on all those fucking roads, and I just hate it. I'm like, why can't it be 75?
Well, I liked when the states were testing 80 miles.
Oh,
an
yeah,
hour there
absolutely.
for a while. I was like, that was the best. And I'll tell you, Texas used to suck. It was probably 5-6 years ago they finally changed it.
Wasn't it 65 a day and like 60 a night or something like that? Or I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, it might have been 65 and 70. It might have been
Yeah.
65
Yeah.
at night. But yeah, I knew that they had that. And one time when we were living in Georgia, I was coming in there on the east side of Texas. And
Yeah.
I knew I crossed the line,
Hmm?
but I hadn't seen any speed limit signs. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to sit on my. So, 70 before, so I was probably sitting on 75. And no speed limit signs. I've been reading every single sign we were passing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I topped this hill and there was a cop sitting there. And I didn't have a radar detector or anything at that time.
Yeah.
But he pulled me over and told me that, Texas still had their little nighttime speed limit bullshit. And I gave him my opinion of that. Probably not much. But, yeah, so he writes me a ticket. And I told him, I was like, well, I hadn't seen a speed limit sign since I entered the state. And he takes his, high beam flashlight and points it way up the road. And he's like, well, there's your one right there. And I was like, fantastic. So you got to drive into the state about 10 miles before you get a stop or a speed limit.
Right.
He's like, no, there's one when you first enter the state. And I'm like, there's not right now. I said, you can jump in the truck or I can jump in your car and we can go back and look and I can prove it to you. And he's like, no, I know where they are. I'm like, well, good. Then you can drive me right to it. And he's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, all right, whatever. So he wrote me a ticket.
Yeah.
And I, on the way back, I remembered like exactly where he pulled me over.
Yeah.
And we were looking the whole way, like all of us, there's 4 of us in the truck, looking for the speed limit sign going the opposite way. So what had happened is right about the state line, you could see some tire marks leave the road and like careen off through the grass. And it took out like 3 or 4 signs.
Oh.
And my only assumption is one of those was a speed limit sign.
Right.
So
I feel like there should be a speed limit sign every fucking on-ramp because there's nothing worse than like going, like, oh, you're coming from a direction. You're like, all right, I need to get on this highway. And then you merge onto it and you're like, all right, 70, 75, 65, like what the fuck, like, is this like, what is it? And you just don't have an idea and you drive for 20 miles and you're like, oh, my first speed limit sign, like, I hate that shit. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good.
Good? Want to say hi to Wolvie or not really?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Wolverine.
hi, hi, JJ. I was reading the chat. I almost called him Toller.
He called you Toller Bear. He said hi, Toll, and then he said JJ.
Whoa!
So JJ and Belinda scored front row tickets to one of the New Kids on the Block concert.
I suppose that's supposed to be pretty cool.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I think like the Idaho one or whatever.
No, Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I know for Belinda, that's like winning a.
Oh, yeah. Well, we
$1
had
billion
front rows
lottery.
before. It's just they fucked their fans so bad with the fucking tickets this year. It sucks. Hi, Tola JJ. Exactly.
Oh, that's what I get for looking over reading chat.
I'm
Right,
not
this is-
college JJ.
Dude, you're 1.4 and I'm on the fucking backside of this ravine and your gun just kaboom! I thought you were like on the top of the hill for a second. I'm glad guns in real life don't act like they do on this game because fucking A, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere without your fucking ears just getting shattered. Or better yet, JJ Olerbear. Yeah, exactly. So the neighbor messaged me. He goes, "Have you had any bears in your yard?" And I was like, "Nah, I seen 2 dead ones in the road right in front of our place, but I haven't seen. They were smaller ones. They weren't a big bear." And he's like, "Oh, well, we got a bobcat that keeps growling, looking to to breed in the back. He's like, but I haven't seen any bears. And by this time last year, we had plenty of bears in the backyard. So it's kind of, I'm wondering what the fuck's going on. Where's our bears? I need to go put my one of my trail cams out in the woods again. I hate going in my fucking woods. I should do it now before the mosquitoes come out. But God, I hate going back there and fucking putting, because you know there's so many goddamn ticks back there. Like it's so like thick and foresty and shit. Dude, I don't know why it's so fucking laggy today. I don't know what's going on. Give them more picnic baskets. Yeah, I mean we got JJ and them were feeding the birds while I was gone. So Coco. Yeah, they would have been here if they were here.
Yeah, I was a good boy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you wanted to hunt this stupid map or if you wanted to hunt. Elon just bought Twitter. Maybe he's trying to integrate it into Starlink. That'd be cool. Dude, I wish Elon would buy fucking Facebook and Snapchat because like it's so funny how like it's funny that Elon's trying to buy it. He didn't even buy it yet, and all the fucking Twitter people are like suddenly undoing all the dumb shit that they were doing, like throttling people and hiding people. I know that's absolutely happening to me on Instagram because I used to fucking no problem, like 10,000 views per video, like no problem, especially with everything with the alligators and the bow fishing and shit. And now like I'll post something and dude, I posted something the other day and 3 people fucking liked it, and I have fucking close to 50,000 followers and 3 people. I hate what the fuck they're doing. And I don't know, like I said, if I got flagged because, you know, like, oh, dangerous stuff working with the alligators or the hunting and shit, but it's stupid. This is either intestines or it's a fucking liver shot. It's low blood. Curious, it might be liver. Sneaky little bastards, I tell you what. Yeah, dude, they're fucking scandalous little fucks. Dude, I like the idea of that fucking new game coming out and having pass through. That's gonna be cool if you can fucking line up like double animals and shit. That's gonna be fun.
I'll be right back.
Alright, bud.
Give me like 10, 15 minutes or so.
Alright, dude. Leave it.
Alright.
Oh, intestine, stomach. God dang it. I thought we maybe caught liver a little bit. Fuzzuk.
Did not have an exit wound.
Yeah, no exit wound, yeah. Dude, I'm excited for the new game. Like I said, the fact that the developers like fucking actually already answered questions and shit, like there's no way that fucking Call of the Wild would be saying shit. They'd be like, oh, we'll tell you at some other time down the road. They don't say shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Is it harder than this game?
it's not out yet. I doubt it. They're all probably about the same. Are you gonna play it?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you still in here, Meep?
Meeple Watts.
Dude, I would forget how many P's were in my name, and I'd be like, ah, fuck. You know, it'd be like, you entered the wrong username, and I'd be like, ah, shit, add a P. Wrong, add another P. Wrong. Oh, shit, maybe take 2 P's off. I would not be able to remember how many P's were in Meep. Ooh, Mithy. Ooh, pretty.
There's like 11 pieces of meat.
11 P's in Meep. We will have Jaxtard tell you in our news stream, which will be spam notice for ping, 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 ping. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Make sure you turn on notifications and stuff. Shut the fuck up. Go to sleep, little red deer.
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Cool. Thanks for doing some science for me. Oh shit, pulled down. Ah, we got him good enough. I was gonna say, we absolutely pulled that fucking shot. Dude, I don't understand why you're gonna fucking tell Pro that he can be an official content creator. Oh, they made me a content creator, but they're not gonna tell me any behind the scenes stuff until I'm partnered. Okay, well that's stupid. We want you to make videos, but we're not gonna fucking do anything for you. Oh, okay, cool, then go fuck yourself. I actually kind of like this rack too. I'm just curious what perks being an official content creator gets you. Like I said, like I hear Pro the best, but I don't think these devs will help him. I hope Pro the best. Yeah. Like I said, what I think is stupid is they should be fucking posting all their fucking... If you fucking make a video, especially like it's a highlight, like check out my diamond this or my diamond that, like they should fucking try to share your shit. Like what are they getting by not sharing it? You know what I mean? Like it's completely fucking stupid to be like, yeah, we're not gonna help you out. It pissed me off back in the day. That was like before I thought they were a bunch of cunts. Like all the fucking videos you ever saw. Oh, we hit him in the... I don't know where the fuck we hit him. There's not a mark, but anyway, back in the day, all the videos you saw were fucking Zaggy or that other fucking dude, Flinter. You know what I mean? You can't just post those two's videos. Like they're you know, it'd be cool if they were the only ones buying your fucking game, I guess. But there's a lot more people buying your stupid fucking game, so maybe you should try to be cool to the players of your game, you dickheads. No, I mean, no, Zaggy wasn't partnered. Like, in the very beginning when the game came out, Zaggy was definitely not partnered. You know, they had an okay following on YouTube, but when the game came out, neither one of them were partnered. But I mean, they were making fucking classic and Call of the Wild content, you know. Tom just hosted. All right, what's up, Tom? Thanks, buddy. Tommy, thank you. Dude, I thought that was a goat. Ooh. Hello, lovely. Tommy. I could have swore that first shot. I thought that first shot should have hit that dude a little harder. I hate that shit. Like, they run away and they're like, oh, okay, I'm safe. Oh, no, fuck it, I'm out of here. Come back. Alright, well, you can die up there and let wolves eat you. Whoa, oh, sweet child of mine. Boom. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna run up there and try to find them or not. We might try to kill like a Basiti or some shit like that. Well, there we go. Dude, if that's at 7 and he came all the way back, it's going to be so great. Oh my god, that's perfect. When do you think the new map drops, Toller Bear? Fucking vertebrae shots that they run off. I'll never understand that. Oh, you blew out its vertebrae. It ran this off. Don't worry. It ran that off. It didn't hurt that bad. When did the first clue come out? Last week, right? Wolvie says he thinks it's gonna drop the first or second week of June. You think that's soon, huh? You think it'll be before the end of May? Oh, we shouldn't have tried those last couple shots. I didn't think we were gonna sneak through those trees, but you never know. Did you buy some new speakers or something? I heard like some loud fucking music for a second.
No?
That's weird, dude. I absolutely heard like fucking loud music, and I was like, I wonder if they bought some new speakers for a TV or something, because that's what I thought it was.
Huh. I don't think my daughter would have come in here. She doesn't normally come in here if I'm not in here.
Yeah. No biggie. Yeah, like I said, at first second, I was like, oh, Trish Misha wanted him to watch, like, so, like I thought it, like, I mean, it was loud for a second, but it was like music, so I wasn't sure if Trish wanted you to hear something or.
Oh, my daughter, when she types and stuff for me, she listens to her headphones, but they're not that loud. I mean, you can walk by where she's at, and you can hear them, but other
Yeah.
than that, you can't.
Yeah, no clue. It was weird. Yeah, it was just for a split second too, so I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was weird. Weird. Well, welcome back, Wolvie. Dude, I'm slaughtering every fucking red deer I can. Just not finding those boys with the Great One racks.
That's what I've been doing too, is trying to just every male I see killing it.
Did you hear it too, Toller Bear, or no? Like it was shortly after you left. Like I said, that's why I thought you were watching something or ghosts. Absolutely ghost.
Yeah, I had the mic on mute too the whole time, so I don't...
That is weird. Ghosts. I stand by my first statement. You didn't hear it? Okay. Well, maybe my ears. Like I can. Maybe I'm sensitive to spirits, and now I can hear ghosts rocking some drums and shit. You know what it was though? I was shooting from over by those toxic waste barrels over there, so maybe it got in my bloodstream or something. I say ghost, but really it's cancer. I probably have a brain tumor from standing by that toxic waste. Maybe it was JJ getting to Slipknot. Maybe. Dude, so my buddy who owns the liquor store, like he posted the other day, he's like, check out this new bottle I got. So the dudes from Slipknot have their own whiskey, and to celebrate like their 20th anniversary, they came out with this like, I guess the Clown guy, I believe his name is Clown in the band. He's like big time into fucking whiskey, so he teamed up, and the bottle looks super fucking cool, and it's actually really cool. I'm gonna see how much a bottle of it is, but I might go snatch it up just because it looks fucking really rad. Dude, if you find that, I almost said Tullamore, but it's not that. If you find that Teeling Black Pits, it's so fucking good, dude. So smooth. So I posted it in Reddit. I posted it, and some guy was like, you didn't say anything about how it tastes or this or that. Like, all you're basically doing is bragging you got a bottle. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I shouldn't have to post a fucking review to be like, oh, check this out. You know what I mean? I was like, I hate that shit. Because I get the same thing with cigars. Oh, you didn't tell us the flavor you got and what what was going through your mind as you were smoking it and shit. People are fucking stupid about that. So, like, we actually had to go to a different fucking cigar page on Reddit just because, like, these guys would be like, if you don't give a full description, we're going to delete your post. And I was like, that's so stupid. Shut up. Toxic waste barrels. Ooh, that's rough. I think you might have Russian hard bases. Did you? My buddy just posted it that they found a body in a barrel in Lake Mead, and I think it may be from like the 1980s. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Dude, I ran that whole stupid fucking river earlier. Hated that. Just trying to get every zone I could. And I stand by my statement that I hated that.
Did you see anything?
Just fucking basic bitch, red deer, but nothing amazing. Basic bitch red deer. Cool, maybe I could tell McLovin about it. Yeah. Although, isn't he over in Jordan right now? I think he's over in Jordan still, right? Beb sent me a message. He said, when are you going to play drunken fucking Sea of Thieves with me? And I was like, probably never, because, I mean, Sea of Thieves might be fun. It just doesn't look like my kind of fun. I know Core and Hip Hop are talking about changing their server a little bit or something because they were having an issue, but neither one of them posted anything today, so I figured that they weren't going to be around. Dude, I finally have Red Deer over there. Holy shit. Which reminds me, anyone know if he's back from his deployment? I don't know. I didn't realize he was over in the fucking Middle East until he said, like, I'm over in the Middle East. Because for the longest time, I knew that he was going to Vegas, and that was it. Okay, so now we're going to cheat and spawn over here and run that way. Does it still look okay, Taller Bear? Like, dude, I just keep getting fucking notification after notification. Like, oh, it lost a frame. It lost a frame. I fucking hate it. For me, I only play Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I mean, maybe Sea of Thieves would be fun if I was playing with Bebs and, you know, like several of us, but like there's so many other games that I'd rather play instead of Sea of Thieves, you know, if I was going to play with other people. Poke your head out, you stupid Red Deer. It's starting to lag now. Fucking Elon, if he'd have spent less money on Twitter and more money on fucking sending satellites up. Have you guys got any updates, Wolvie, out there or no?
No.
My boss was saying something that there's an interactive map, and you can see if there's any available zones in your area to kind of see, you know, if there's any chance you'll get it soonish, or, you know, if you were looking at moving. So there's an Avalanche game tomorrow, so if they're playing good and winning, I don't know that I'll get on, but if they fucking suck, you know, and are losing, or I might play for a little bit, and then I'll talk to Belinda. Maybe I'll get on a little early. I don't know. We'll see.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, Tuesday there's a game, and then Thursday, and then I think Saturday. I think they're trying to do every other day.
Are we into the finals yet?
Oh no, it's the first. It's the opening round of the playoffs. It's
Oh, okay.
I think we're playing
Well, that's what I meant.
national.
Into the-
Yeah. It's the
playoff.
playoffs. Yep. Me and McGray just fuck around. So McGray keeps trying to get me to fucking buy Project Zomboid, and it absolutely looks pretty fun. but I don't know that I'm at the. I don't know that it's got enough in it yet that I want to play. They're supposed to be adding NPCs and like traders and shit like that. Like when they add that, then I think I'll be more interested in playing it. To me, it's kind of like 7 Days to Die. Like 7 Days to Die, I watched for a long time before I decided to buy it. You know, until like they were a lot further along. You know.
I remember Beard trying to get me to play Sea of Thieves all the way back in like 2018. And I'd watch him stream it, and he was like this overbearing asshole that was like, I am the captain now.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, you're like, God, that's
I
terrible.
don't play games to be somebody else's bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. And now he's fucking... Dude, I cringe every time that I see like, oh, EW went live and there he is on the front of their stream, and I'm like, that's the best you could do. You were like, we want somebody to be the face of the game, and that's what you settled on. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, if you join Zaggy's group for the new games on Facebook, invite me to it, just because I want to fucking... I don't want to be in that fucking Ultimate Hunter Discord again. Just, dude, I'm in the other Discord, and I just fucking hate all the squeakers in there. Holy shit! And anytime someone posts something, first, second, like just fucking obnoxious shit. I hate it. I wish they would fucking put a stop to that, but.
Oh yeah, that first crap, man. For as long as it's been going on, I'm like, okay, cool. Does YouTube send you like a medal or something?
Dude, I get that shit on some of my videos. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yep, you got it, you know? But I just don't want to be an asshole because they're watching. But... Okay. Yo, what's up, Gads? You should play Space Punk. It's free and open beta. What's up, Gads? How you doing? I don't know if you guys saw, but like, if you have Amazon Prime, they're giving away Dead Space 2, and Dead Space games are so fun, and they're scary as fuck. Well, he'll die. What's up, Gads? The almighty Gads. The great Gadsby. How's my favorite craps player doing? Dude, fuck, I need to look because I don't know exactly what day, but the new Sniper Elite comes out this month, and I like that game a lot. I don't understand what the fuck we could have missed that guy. That doesn't make... Oh, maybe we're 0 to 300, that's why. I heard Dead Space is a damn good game. It is. I'm doing alright. How have you guys been? Dude, I just got back from fucking Oklahoma last night, so I'm doing pretty great. We did find a couple other cool places to eat and hang out down there, but just fucking Muskogee doesn't got a goddamn thing going for it. It's a super boring area. And you're like you're 2 hours away from Oklahoma City, and I don't know, like an hour away from Tulsa. It's just in a fucking dead spot. I didn't practice craps for like a month. I went and played and just fell flat. It was terrible. You are terrible. I'm never gonna sing your praises again, Gads. I think it's insane that you have to practice playing craps to be good at it.
I took 8 red deer off this week. 8 males.
Jeez. Wow. If there's a spot that you want me to put a tent, I'm more than happy to go do that too. You know, I've been trying. I feel like one of the only places I need a tent is up on top of that mountain, but it's just such a fucking far run. I like took all the calls out of my inventory earlier, and I took the fucking binoculars out of my inventory, and I was just running around with the tent because I was sick of having to put a fucking fanny pack on. No, that makes sense. I get that it's kind of like a sport, so you gotta practice. Makes sense to me. Dude, so I have like a, one of those smartwatches that checks your blood pressure and shit. The only thing I don't like is, I don't know, like I don't know if it's a goddamn laser that kind of like gives me like a little sunburn where the fucking like the infrared green light fucking glows or whatever. But like I've got like a little round fucking like my skin's peeling in that spot, so now I'm like, all right, do I switch it? But I hate wearing a watch on my right hand. I like to wear it on my left hand, but it's just weird.
I don't wear watches.
Yeah.
I don't wear any jewelry at all. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm an athlete again. Dude, I was laughing so hard because I was like listening to Tom Segura tell the Pat McAfee and those guys about like his fucking accident. And it was just so funny when they're like, how did you do it? And he's like, playing baseball. And he's like, it's so great to be able to talk to other professional athletes. And I was just cracking up because he's like the furthest thing from a professional athlete. And then you watch his video, and I had no idea. I'd never seen it, so I had no idea what I was getting into. And I was like, oh, that's fucking... I hate watching people get really hurt. If you fall and maybe blow out a knee, but it's not terrible, not like Joe Theismann, you fucking leg cracks and it snaps in half. Like, that shit's tragic. If it's just like, oh, something goofy, it's one thing. But what's that?
I was the same way with boxing and stuff, dude. I hated for the longest time watching people get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's just like such a defenseless position, and it's half the time like those real bad knockouts. It looks like they're dead.
Oh, dude, when they just go into fucking seizures and like, just fucking, yep, yeah. No, you're not wrong.
So like when I was growing up, I guess that's what kept me from always getting into it. So I always went the opposite route. I was always into wrestling and whatever could get it to the ground the fastest.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the worst is when you see someone get fucking knocked out and they're out on their feet and then they fall and their head just fucking bounces like a bowling ball, and you just see it go thunk, and you're like, that's fucking really bad concussion to potential brain damage. That basketball thing, yeah, that's fucking, it was, dude, that was, I thought he slipped on a wet spot of the floor, and he's like, no, as I went out, my fucking patella blew out, and then I fucking tried to catch myself, and my arm snapped, and I was like, oh my god, like...
Oh. That hurt.
Oh, dude, it's one of the most fucked up videos I've ever seen. Like, it looks painful. And then, like, I was saying, like, when you hurt yourself, like, you hurt your leg, the first thing you want to do is grab it with both arms. He couldn't even fucking grab it with both arms because he had broke his fucking knee and his arm. So he's like reaching down and he can't even move his elbow. Like, fuck, dude. Do you want me to change a time or anything? Or are you good down there for a minute? Or what would you like?
We're running up on the end of the time, but they technically should still be in their zone.
Cool.
I was just looking to see if I could find anything down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what was that? Was it Nate Quarry?
Oh,
Nate
when fucking
Rock-
Rich Franklin starched him.
Is that who it was? That
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. The story of
'Cause
him going to
Nate
the hospital,
always-
it was so funny. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Nate guy always seemed like a super nice and chill, kind of humble dude.
He was like
Just
one of my
so-
favorite people in The Ultimate Fighter when I used to watch it back in the day.
Yeah, but seeing that done to somebody that
Yeah.
you kind of like, man, that's rough.
Well, I can't stand Brendan Schaub, but it was kind of funny when like Joe Rogan was like, "I really want you to stop fighting. You're not good enough, and you're really gonna get hurt, and it hurts me every time I watch you fight and get hurt." You know, and you're like, that makes sense. He's like, "I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. You need to stop fighting. You're not good enough." I was like, "Oh my god."
But I think watching all the UFC fights I used to back in the day kind of fixed me of that not liking to see people get knocked out.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, by the time I hate when names slip my mind. When Dan Henderson did it to Bisping. Oh my god, that was like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I was like, jump up and do it again.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like you can absolutely hate watching one of your guys get hurt, but watching that somebody you fucking hate get starched is like the best. You know what I mean? Like it's let me just peek over the edge, and if you want, I'll change the time. I just want to peek and see if there's anything down here real quick. I already killed one down here, but maybe.
All right, I was just gonna check the north side.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yep.
There should technically still be zone markers or something this year. But... yeah, Bisping, man. God, I hated that guy. He's just one of those guys I never thought he was a good fighter.
I liked him when he was on The Ultimate Fighter, when he first was on The Ultimate Fighter, but then, like, he just became the biggest fucking dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I hated Koscheck because of the
fucking
Ultimate
hate
Fighter.
Koscheck. And that Bobby Southworth guy, fucking hate him.
Yeah, but, I mean, he kind of fell to the wayside.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
he was still fighting in some, like, no-name organizations. But...
Yeah.
yeah, I just thought it was crazy, you know. Chris Lieben, you know, they'd be starting shit with Chris Lieben, and they were cool. They could bully him when there was like multiple of them, but when it was just one-on-one, they were all running like little girls.
Yeah, I fucking hate those guys.
That was
kill 4 of them up here. Which fighter are you talking about, Henderson? Yeah, when Henderson smashed Michael Bisping, when they were the coaches on that Ultimate Fighter and they fought.
yeah, Dan Henderson. So I didn't watch him a lot in Pride. I didn't watch a lot of Pride at all. I've watched a lot of the. I've watched Pride now because I go back and watch the old shit. But back when it was in its heyday, I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah.
But Dan Henderson became one of my favorite fighters. I just liked him, just the way he was. He was a nice guy. Came from wrestling.
The
Some
Falcon
funny
Punch.
stories about him, and some funny stories about him in Atlanta.
Okay.
Him and God dang, it's been so long since I've even watched MMA. I'm forgetting everybody's name.
Matt Lindland or
Randy?
Randy?
Randy Couture.
Yeah.
Him and Randy Couture apparently were, I don't know, bar hopping or something around the Atlanta area, in some of the like real prominent bars around there.
Okay.
And this was back, before the UFC really took off, so it was pre-2005. I think Henderson might have been fighting in Pride and stuff, but there was a bunch of people that had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that trained jiu-jitsu with me was same age I am, but he was working the door. He's a door guy, a bouncer. And those guys came in, and I can't remember. I think he said he knew who one of them were, but he wasn't sure about the other one.
Yeah.
And it may have been Randy that he didn't know, but yeah, he said he knew one of them, and he's like, but I just looked at their ears, and I was like, there's not a chance in hell I'm fucking with those guys. He's like, if those guys start shit, I'm going to my car and get my own gun.
That's funny.
And I guess some like college frat guys started talking shit. You can change the time.
Okay, cool. Let me grab this guy. You want it 5 or 6?
Probably 6. I think it runs 6 to 10. I think
Okay, cool.
10. But yeah, I guess some guys started shit with him, and I think it was Dan Henderson. I don't think it was Randy, but started talking shit, and Randy and Dan tried to leave,
Yeah.
and these guys were like,
We're gonna
running
fight."
like a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you going? Get back here! I'm gonna kick your ass. And they started running it, and there's like 3 or 4 guys, and Dan just knocked them all out
Oh, I can see
with
that.
one hit, just defensively. Like
Splow.
one guy was running at him, just knocked him out. The other guy's like right behind him. He knocked him out too.
Starches him.
And the other guys were too dumb to stop,
Yeah.
so they got knocked out as well. And yeah, the guy that was telling the story, he's like, yeah, he's like, it looked like, somebody had been murdered. He's like, there's
Just
just
dead
4 guys
bodies
just
everywhere.
face down.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. He goes, so no matter how much you think you're a badass, he goes, you watch some guys get schooled on television doesn't mean you can go in there and kick their ass.
Right. Dude, I never liked Matt Lindland, but I always liked Randy. Matt Lindland just seemed like such a dickhead. Like the way he carried himself, I never liked him the way he carried himself.
What did Gads used to train in? Just MMA in general? Or?
He's a wrestler. I don't know. Did you just train with wrestling with those guys, or did you do jiu-jitsu too? He's a wrestler, for sure though.
Yeah, Randy Couture's family, he used to own a ranch.
Well, isn't his
south
sister
of
live in
Springs.
Pueblo? I could swear like his sister lives in Pueblo because I remember
she
back
might.
in the day, like it used to always be the thing, like, oh, Randy Couture was spotted in Pueblo visiting family, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's his sister's place. It looks like a ranch getaway to where I always imagined it was a place he bought with, his fight money and
Sure.
one of those places he can escape to where nobody bothers him. Because it doesn't look like, people drive in and out of there every single day. But what road is that? I think it's Highway 115 that goes south out of the Springs. It goes over there next to like Cheyenne Mountain.
Oh yeah.
And by Fort Carson, and then pops out, down towards Canyon City a little bit.
By
kind of
Penrose,
between
right?
Pueblo.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly where it's at. When you drive down that, there used to be a big like ranch sign that used to say Coutures. And apparently, I guess he used to train and stuff up there, because you're at altitude.
Well, I know for when Jorge fought Cowboy in Colorado, he went to the Garden of the Gods and was training there. It's funny, he was training there with Colby, and now they fucking hate each other. Because my buddy, who was his manager, like I was trying to like be like, hey, message him and see if he wants to go to the Gator Farm and fuck around, but he's training, dude. He can't. Okay, whatever. I think he was worried I was gonna take him and fucking get him hurt by an alligator or something.
Yeah. MMA with Couture and Lemon, wrestling with Lemon. Yeah, so I've never done MMA because I don't like getting punched in the face. But I did a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I did technically 11 years of it. I haven't done any of the past 2 years, mainly because of the whole COVID crap. But
Dude, Belinda's work is forcing her to wear masks again, like at the office, because I guess it's like 10% of the population up here now. All of a sudden, they're saying.
But the guy that I trained under in Atlanta, that instructor is actually the same instructor that gave Jason Mayhem Miller his brown belt.
Okay. God, there's a dude who just went fucking nuts. Do you think his shit's from getting fucking punched in the head, or he was just chemically imbalanced anyway?
Probably both.
Yeah.
But then, like, my instructor, like, where he really made his name was back.
Dude, that's cool, guys.
Way back in the early days. Like, he's the guy that gave Fabio Gurgel his black belt.
Mhm.
And most people that have been long time MMA fans know who Fabio.
Is he
Gurgel
related to
is.
George Gurgel in any way? I mean, it's got to be, yeah. Or...
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
I wasn't sure if it was like a nephew
I was
or
about to
something.
say who's that, but then I remembered he was a.
He was a black belt for Rich Franklin that like was on
Yeah,
Ultimate Fighter
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to remember that camp that they were in. Franklin Hughes and George Gurgel.
Yeah, wasn't it like American Fighting? So, I don't know. It was. I think it was his own camp up there in Cincinnati or some shit.
Yeah, I thought they were a branch of. Oh, not Greg Jackson, because Greg Jackson was in New Mexico.
Do we want to back out and then come back in? Because like I'm over here and I'm not seeing a single red deer, and I'm not seeing like a whole bunch of stuff repopulating.
Oh, we can. A lot of times that does help. So.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna. Or you can stay and hunt for a second. Okay, cool. Back out and then go back in.
I'm trying to remember those big teams. I mean, when I first started watching UFC, like
Yeah.
all the good guys were all out of like the same camp.
Shoot box and fucking American, dude, American Top Team and Black Zillions and shit. That wasn't even things back in the day. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it wasn't. They were out of like Ohio, I think.
Oh, well, wasn't he originally part of Militich and then he,
Yeah, Pat Miletich.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's who it might have been.
Yeah, I don't even think he has a school anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was out of Davenport, Iowa. And then, alright, it should be open. What in the fuck? Dude, okay. Dude, I left and came back and that fucking crosshair thing was in the middle of my map and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate my
Yeah,
life.
you just go pull up your binos and
Yeah.
Grizzly.
I'm in it, so whenever you're ready. God, it's fucking hot. We have the stove on in the basement because Belinda wanted to work in the basement for a little bit, and I can just fucking tell I'm like sweating in the office.
But then Fabio Gurgel is Marcelo Garcia's instructor who gave him his black belt.
Okay.
And there's a guy way back, like to the original days, there's a guy named Bull Shaw. He trained there in the Alliance as well. So back, I don't know, in the 90s and stuff, Jacare was really into the MMA scene and
Yeah.
supporting all of his guys. When I was there, we didn't have any MMA fighters in there. We had some guys beat MMA fighters in at jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Dude, there's nothing I love more than watching like fucking people who show up at gyms and challenge fucking either MMA or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys to fights and then just get smoked. You know, like random guy fucking challenges world, fucking black belt champion to a fight, no hold bar fight, and then you just watch him fucking slap him around and choke him unconscious and then like, drag a foot over his fucking head, half soccer kick him, drag his foot over his head. And you're just like, well, what did you think was going to happen there, big dude? Dude, so there was supposed to be a big women's fight coming up, but one of the chicks turns out she was pregnant and lost her baby, and I'm like, why are you fucking pregnant and training for a fight? I mean, your job is to fight, so if you want to have a baby, you should be like, oh, I want to have a baby, and then you kind of set it up and, get pregnant, but like, you knew you had a fight coming up, and then suddenly you're pregnant. Ooh, fucking big level 7s always get my heart pumping. So yeah, so she had to back out of her fight, and I was like, well, that sucks. Because I really wanted to see this chick get smoked. I fucking hate her. It's Joey Beltran's wife. Chael's son and wrestled across town. One of our rivals in high school. He was a few years older than me, but I wrestled him once in a tournament, and he kicked the shit out of me. My brother went to school with him for like a year before Chael was kicked out. Dude, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with Chael, because like I heard like how Chael. It was funny that everybody was saying like Chael fucking like beat up these guys because they were insulting his wife. And then it was like, oh, Chael kicked the shit out of these dudes, and he was like starting it because his wife said that she wasn't even with him. And then like I know like ESPN like suspended him for a while, but now he's like making, you know, I don't know. So like I can't wait for more of that shit to get settled. I just hate when, you know, it's like two sides of a story, and then you're forced to kind of like fucking pick. Like I wish they would like come out with the facts. So there's a guy in Bare Knuckle BKFC who is trying to fucking channel Chael Sonnen, and like this guy got fucking knocked out by, like, in one of the very first BKFCs, he got knocked out by this guy. But now, you know, he's like, he's the fucking champion, and he's like, I've never lost a round in my life, and I'm like, you were fucking knocked unconscious, shut the fuck up. But it's kind of like Chael Sonnen when he did that shit with Anderson, like, you know, I didn't actually lose, and I was like, shut the fuck up. So I don't know. He's a nice guy, very funny, but gets into a lot. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can't believe he got submitted by Triangle from him.
Yeah, especially when you're beating the shit out of him, you know, and then he just like lazy as fuck. Triangle.
Because I wasn't actually a Anderson Silva fan for probably the first couple years.
He showboated a bit too much.
Well, so I knew enough about his previous history that in Pride he'd actually lost like 4 times.
Dude, Rio
Chonet
Chonet fucked him up. That like flying scissor kick thing, that was cool with the heel hook.
Yeah, so I don't know, just seeing guys come in to, you know, arguably a bigger organization, and you know, everybody thinks they're God, and I'm like, like he just came off like a 4-fight losing streak, so he's obviously not a god.
Dude, yeah, there's just so much like crazy shit about like people, you know, taking dives and stuff. So I mean, absolutely, do I think he lost? Yeah. Do I think maybe he fucking took some dives, you know, for like with the Yakuza and Pride and shit? Like, I don't know. There was some real estate fraud thing. He was kicked out of school for stealing posters. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, about the real estate thing, I remember that too. I don't know. He's kind of he's different.
I used to like him, but I think he just my opinion, I just think he talks too much.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what gets him in trouble.
I don't know. I've always been way more of a fan of the humble guy than I am the fucking shit talker.
Yeah.
Like guys, you know, like that fucking the dude at the BKFC, he was fighting Joe Riggs this weekend, and everybody knew Joe Riggs was gonna get fucking murdered. You know, like Joe Riggs should not have been fighting, but like they, you know, BKFC was trying to capitalize off of like, oh, it's Joe Riggs, you know. So this guy came out eating a tomato, and to me it meant like he was fighting a tomato, being Joe Riggs. And so he's like chewing this tomato, and he looks down at the tomato, and Joe Riggs looks at it, and he shoves that fucking tomato in his face. And I was like, you wouldn't have been able to keep me off of him. I would have been like fucking grabbing him and biting him and whatever the fuck I could do to just fucking hurt this dude for like disrespecting the shit out of me. And then, you know, he went out there and fought him, and fucking Joe Riggs got smoked, you know. But Ben Rothwell signed with the BKFC, and according to him, he signed a fucking, I guess he signed a 3-fight deal, and he said he was going to be making almost $1 million in those 3 fights. He's like, it's insane what these guys are offering me compared to what UFC was offering.
Yeah, the UFC doesn't pay their fighters worth of shit.
Well,
they make all their money from sponsors and pay-per-views.
Well, and then Francis Ngannou was talking about how Crypto.com offered him $1 million to wear their shorts, but because Coinbase offered him that, but because the UFC is partnered with Crypto, he wasn't allowed to have it. And you know, he's like, I don't make any money off the fucking wearing Reebok shorts that say Crypto.com on him. He goes, the UFC makes money, and I was like, yeah, that's, I don't understand how that's a fucking illegal thing.
It's all in the contracts, I can assure you.
Oh yeah. Mark Schultz. Oh, I really like Mark Schultz. Was his coach and my brothers and fought in one UFC tournament as replacements against Big Daddy Goodrich, and the college threatened to fire Schultz. So, God, I thought I was going to die going down this hill. So I used to train at Grappler's Edge in Denver, and they were like a sister school teamed up with they did a lot of stuff with the Lions Den with Ken Shamrock and shit. But like Mark the Smashing Machine, what the fuck's his last name? Anyway, so he trained there for a while, and Keith Hackney back in the day, the guy who punched the shit out of Joe San's balls, he trained there. Dude, it was a cool gym, but I had dislocated my shoulder, and after, letting it recuperate and doing all this shit, I went back, and we had this fucking dude named Nobu from Japan. He was a pancrase fighter, and I was like, and he was in the advance, and I was like, look, just don't go hard on my arm. And he's like, oh, okay. And fucking we're going, and he just fucking like rips the fuck out of my shoulder and rips it out of socket, and then I was done. I was like, all right, and then my fucking shoulder would just fall out. So then I had to go get surgery. No, it wasn't Mark Coleman. It was Mark Coleman. What a fucking whack job that guy is. No, the Smashing Machine guy. The another nickname for him was like the Titan, but it wasn't Coleman. God, why can't I remember his fucking name? He fought over in Pride. He fought in UFC. Hey, buddy. He had like a Netflix thing or a YouTube thing called like The Smashing Machine that kind of talked about it. I don't know. He was clearly a big steroid guy. 1 second, guys. Guys, give me like 2 minutes. It won't even be that long. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, JJ.
Hi. Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be mad at you?
I don't know.
Are you going to get to do some fishing this year?
Yeah. How do you do the scope?
I don't know what I'm doing.
How do you do the scope? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Right click.
Okay.
Alright, man. Tell me. Talk to him later.
Talk to you later.
All right.
It was Mark Kerr.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Mark Kerr. Yeah. There we go. Dude, what a freak that guy was. God damn, he was enormous. Dude, I saw a photo of Don Fry the other day, and oh my god, he's not looking good. I think all those guys that were fucking steroid junkies back in the day, they're just not aging well.
They're probably lucky to even still be alive.
Well, you look at Kevin Randall, man, he died. Like, I'm surprised Mark Coleman actually has a couple guys who fight in BKFC, so you'll see him at fights quite a bit, cornering and stuff. I had to look it up. I never heard of him, but yeah, he's huge. He was I can't remember if he was a Pride champ at one time, or I think he was a UFC champ at one time. Way back in the day. Dude, Fry was a beast, but he's not looking good. He's looking more like a beast than is a beast now. Tank Abbott still looks the same, just gray. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, I was a huge fucking Tank Abbott fan just because he was like, to me, he was just like a fucking everyday guy. You know what I mean? Who could fucking punch like a truck. You know, like. But yeah, he seems like he was out of his mind. He also seems like the type that you'd fucking knock on his door and be trying to sell him candy, and he'd fucking snatch it out of your hand and like slam the door in your face if you were a kid, you know? It's my candy now, kid. Fuck you.
Yeah, talking about all the liking to see people get knocked out and stuff like that, and fighting and stuff. When would that have been? It would have had to been even before I was watching the UFCs. It was, it would have had to been 2000, I think.
Yeah.
Probably in 2000. We were up in Alaska, and Trish's older brother took a bunch of us to see some, I don't know, some local fights.
Okay.
And I think they were...
Was it MMA or like tough man stuff?
I think it might have been tough man type stuff.
Okay.
So I don't think there was any grappling that you could do. I think it was basically, I don't know. I don't really remember, but I don't remember having boxing gloves. Maybe they did, and I just don't remember right. But
Okay.
I thought they had more like MMA style gloves. But yeah, I remember when I walked in, they were trying to find anybody to stand in for somebody that had called in sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hell no. And so the guy that, it was like their main card guy too, and we'd all heard that, you know, they were looking for anybody, I guess, to feed to this guy, and
Yeah.
he wasn't like the greatest fighter. He just was good at knocking people out.
Okay.
And so they found somebody to
Be a punching bag.
do it. Yeah, to, you know, for $100. I was like, yeah, it's not worth getting
No.
knocked out for $100. But yeah, they found some guy, and you could see him out there, and the guy they picked looked like he had at least a little bit of fighting sense. I mean, he was doing okay, but his opponent, the guy they were trying to feed somebody to, he just basically just studied him until he figured out a way to get through his guard, or knew when he was going to drop his hand, and knocked him out. Dude, that's the only time I've ever seen a place like boo, like one of the biggest stars in there. Everybody was booing him. They didn't give a shit. They're like, oh great, so you can just knock out some random dude that
Right.
doesn't know how to fight. Cool. Everybody booed him.
Gator Wrestler 303 won. Yeah, I'm not gonna read Gads' message in on chat, but
Oh,
I fought in 2 tough man tourneys ever and got second place and lost to the same guy in both because he was 5 inches longer each. That's rough, dude. Dude, I hate when they hit that fucking turbo and they just gone. All right, I'll join on Twitch.
So-
All right, man, sounds good.
so what were the rules on tough man fights?
I think it was just like a boxing, wasn't it? Like it was like 2 or 3 rounds and like, you know, kind of.
Okay, that's probably what this was, because I also back, like, right when I first joined the
People
army.
and say, hey,
well, like
Gator
20
don't
years
play
old,
no shit. You feel
went to
me?
this thing they
Gator
call
never
the
been
Ranger
about that. Never
Rendezvous,
been
where
about
they
playing
bring
no
all the
shit.
Ranger battalions together, and they do like all sorts of events over like a week or something.
Yeah.
and they had these tough man fights, and I watched these big dudes punch the crap out of each other. I mean, some of them looked okay, but
Yeah.
I didn't know much about stand-up back then.
Yeah.
And
Yo, what's up, buddy? Thanks for
None-
thanks for the follow.
none of them looked all that impressive. Like, they would just go out there and, like, punch each other, and I guess basically the guy with the strongest chin won.
Yeah. My coach was reffing some fights one time down by the gator farm. And he's like, like, hey, I'm reffing. Why don't you go down? You can go play with the gators and shit, and then come watch the fights that night. And I was like, okay, cool. So we go and we're waiting in line. And they're like, we need people to fight. Like if you have any interest in fighting. And I was like, dude, part of me wanted to do it, but I had like not been training. And I was like, nah, I'm not. And it was MMA fights. And I was like, nah, like one round, absolutely. But I was like, if it fucking goes to the second round, I have no fucking cardio. Like I knew at that point I didn't have enough. I love your feeding carp to gators. I have a question. Have you ever had any accidents or buddy that did? Are you talking about like have I ever been bit by an alligator or like what are you talking about? Or are you talking about like getting shot with like an arrow, like bow fishing? Thanks for liking my videos, dude.
I
If
can
you
answer those yes and yes.
yeah, if you do exclamation point bite, I think it pulls up my gator bite video. I think it's exclamation point bite. I think. Yes and yes.
You had a buddy lose a finger too, because I've seen pictures of you with
Yeah.
your thumb hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah, or alligator attacks another. So I've had two friends get the fingertips pulled off. I'm really good friends with Justin Igualada, and he had his bicep pulled off by an alligator and eaten in front of him. Dude, could you imagine getting your fucking bicep pulled off and the gator just goes no, no? Crazy. Yeah. Scary. Like I've never like I don't know if you've ever seen the video of the crocodile that bites the other crocodile's arm off and fucking like rolls and eats it, and the other crocodile is just like laying there and like just doesn't give a shit. But I've never had anything crazy like that at our place. But you have more questions? All right, go ahead. What's that? Go
I
ahead.
did see a video of I think it was two crocs, and one of them like tears the bottom jaw off one, or
Oh, yeah.
half of the bottom jaw.
Yeah. Dude, that's actually a really cool fucking like I don't mind that for a mythical rack. I mean, it's like it's not like the ugly rack. I kind of like that one. Oh. So I have another one. Is it true that alligators will be less hostile based on how it's raised? You can absolutely desensitize an alligator. Yeah, I kind of like that rack. I'm gonna taxiderm. Well, I'll taxiderm. Fucking. I'm gonna save the harvest. Harvest is.
I did that back when True Rack Red Deer dropped.
Yeah.
Dude, I taxied like every different rack. So
Yeah.
in my lodge, there's a bunch of 7s and 8s that are all hanging up in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, if do you follow Chris Gillette at all? One. But at the same time, they're animals that can randomly feel pressure or challenged right.
Well, even your domesticated dog can snap.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say yes, but I mean, you look at gators like that dude. I can't remember that Bubba the alligator that the fucking guy lets kids ride around on its back. I mean, they get some of those. No, you don't. All right, so Chris Gillette has like a really fucking tame alligator that he's worked with forever. And like back in the day, you can still swim with the alligator, but now you have to be on the other side of like, so you can go in the water with the alligator, but you have to be on one side of a netting, and it's really stupid. But back in the day, he let me go in there with him and swim with it, and at no point would I be worried. Like, this gator is like so freaking tame, and it's one of those, he can tell it to open its mouth, and then he does, and I feel like he could put his hand in its mouth and it would, and it would close its mouth soft enough on it. Like, I don't know. This gator is just insanely tame. But, that said, maybe that gator has a really fucking bad day and decides to eat him, but I don't know. So Chris Gillette's one of the guys from Gator Boys. I don't know if you knew that or not, one.
I didn't know that, but I kind of assumed it because the name sounded familiar, and that was the main show that I used to watch.
Dude, Chris Gillette's cool. He spent the night at my house one time in Colorado when he came out to visit and stuff. He's a super nice guy.
Who was wasn't there a tall, skinny guy, like kind of the main guy of that show?
Well, there was Paul, and he was like the bald guy who did a lot of it was Chris and Ashley, and they were the couple, and they did a lot of stuff together. But Chris and Ashley aren't together anymore. But no, I mean, I've been really lucky to be on some TV shows and stuff, but I would not say I'm famous at all. I would claim 0% fame. The only person I haven't met from Gator Boys is Paul. I've met like Jimmy and hung out with him and Scott, and like I said, Chris spent the night at my house, but
yeah, I could be remembering a different show, but I thought it was a kind of a tall, thin guy.
Well, like I said, Paul's not as tall as Chris. Chris is definitely taller, but like Paul's bald, and Chris, always wore a hat, or he had like it wasn't super long hair, but he had like longish hair.
Did he ever have like beard and stuff?
No, he's a pretty clean shaven dude. I don't think either one of them, though. I don't remember either one of them having a beard, but...
Yeah, it always seemed like there was one guy that was kind of the boss that kind of ran everything, and then there was the one guy that had to go around and do the shows, the little side shows. And gators with them.
So there was, I lied. There was a guy. So there was, okay. So there's Trey. Well, so there's Jimmy Riffle, and it was him and Paul who like kind of started the show, and then there was Trey who kind of trained them all, but he was like this, like the third. So it was like Paul, who was like the big skinny one that would get in who would get in the water and go like catch him in the water, and then he would put the rope around him, and Jimmy was the heavier set guy with the beard, and he would drag him out of the water. Would you consider making one? You have an interesting voice and would like to hear all your stories. Dude, I've thought about doing podcasts, but it's one of those things like trying to stream and work and do bow fishing and work with alligator, you spread yourself thin, and everything, you can either make a couple things good or you can make a whole bunch of things okay. You know what I mean? So anyway, Trey's actually really, really cool. Scott was nice, but like I said,
I remember that name, Trey.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think he's one of the main ones I was thinking of.
Yeah. So I did a show for Food Network where we went noodling and caught catfish for Food Network. And then I did a show for Discovery Channel called, what the fuck was it called? Recreation Nation. And we did a couple episodes on Animal Planet. And then I've had just a whole bunch of clips and videos and stuff on all sorts of TV shows. I've had videos on Good Morning America, on Ridiculousness, just a whole bunch of different stuff.
And all over Instagram from chicks that steal videos just to get more followers.
So I've never been on Swamp People, but I've done we did a show at the an event center one time, and Liz from Swamp People was there, and I don't really care for her. And then I did an event in Texas one time, and Trey from Swamp People was on there. Trey was super fucking cool. I think that was his name. He was a trapper, but he didn't kill him. Liz was afraid of snakes, and she was afraid of a whole bunch of stuff. And she was fucking late, and she would have to take breaks so she could go outside and smoke. And she was a pain in the ass. But I think his name was Trey. I don't know. I don't know Catch 'Em All, but I used to talk to Catch 'Em All before he became famous. Back before his videos and stuff really started taking off, because he wanted to go bow fishing with me with the gator farm, and he wanted to do some things, and you could tell at that point that he was kind of interested in using people to like try to make himself famous. So I wasn't big into that. If you ever make a podcast, you'd love to hear it. I don't know that I'll make a podcast, but thank you. Do you play this game, or you were just tuned in because you like the my videos, or like the bow fishing videos? Like episodes growing up to doing what you love. Welcome back, Tulsi. Welcome back, Toller Bear. You've tried and it requires skill. If you play this game on console, I feel like it requires so much more skill than it does on PC. On PC, this game is basically point and click. It's pretty easy, I think. So did you see my post, Wolvie, that Pro got accepted to be a fucking content creator for EW, but they said because he's not partnered, they're not going to give him any like knowledge in advance. And I'm like, if you would fucking give him knowledge in advance of shit that he could fucking stream and become partnered, but you're going to fucking be like, we're not going to help you, you know? I was like, fuck you. But
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't know, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, that's kind of what they have all those guys there, so they can do the beta stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know quite a few of them that were getting to play betas, and they're not partnered.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was like, that's shitty though. And like I said, I mean, heaven forbid they fucking help him. He's a nice enough guy. I like him. You know, heaven forbid you help that guy out and get him partnered. You know what I mean? But no, you tell him like, no, we're not going to partner you. You know, you can make videos for us, but we're not going to partner you, and we're not going to tell, or not partner, but we're not going to tell you anything until you get partnered. Okay. All right, man. I'm tired. All right, see you later, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the follow. Have a good night.
Well, if he's an official content creator, he gets access to some little chat on their Discord where they learn all sorts of things before we do.
Sure.
Because AIM talks about it, and I've seen some other content creators talk about it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, I look at it and I'm like, so, I mean, like I said, so, like, part of me is like, you look at AIM, and he's like, oh, the new game is not good, you know, so, like, you know, like, if you're a content creator, are you supposed to be like, oh, those new games aren't gonna be any good, you know what I mean? Like, do they tell you, like, hey, you better not say anything good about those new games coming out, or, like, it's just fucking
Yeah,
bizarre.
that's kind of an interesting thought, because Zaggy was just talking about today that, like, Flinner was saying some kind of, I'm not going to say not so nice or negative, just not the nicest things, I guess, about Ultimate Hunting.
Yeah.
And I've heard him say things before that he doesn't think it looks like it's going to be all that good. And I don't know. I don't feel like there's enough out there for anybody to really make that decision.
Yeah.
And he might be right. He might be right, but I don't know. If the game comes out and ends up being a big success, then a lot of people are going to remember.
Yeah.
You know, oh, but it was going to suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Triple Diamond Great One.
Where is my triple diamond grade? What's up, SG? How you doing, buddy? You working, SG, or you home? I think you're just home, right?
Yeah, I find it kind of weird that they're all like all at the same time. It seemed like all of a sudden everybody started kind of bad mouthing them.
Yeah, dude, and you know it's so funny because you know, like I look at somebody like AIM back in the day, and like you know would complain about the game, and you know like oh I wish there was another game, absolutely, and now like oh I love it, you know like. You know, like I feel like you can like the game, but if you don't want somebody else to come fucking make Call of the Wild better, like I don't know, like what? So you're just content with what it is? Like you're at work now, right on. I don't know. Like I said, go ahead.
I was just gonna say some competition's always healthy, and
Sure.
that's the problem right now. Is there's really not any competition.
No.
So I mean, they basically run the entire thing, and I still like the game. I mean, it has its problems, but I think competition would be good for them.
You're working till 9
They
a.m.
could have another company kind of test stuff out and see what people, you know, want and don't want.
Yeah.
You know, instead of always just being the. And you never know. I mean, that. The next hunting game may grab attention of some other people that would probably not find Call of the Wild, and if they find Call of the Wild because of that game,
Yeah.
you're gaining players too. So I don't know. I think they should want healthy competition. They should just do a really good job, and if they're the best game, they'll always have more players. I mean, I don't know. Hunting Sim didn't seem like it was ever a real big threat.
No, and I feel like Hunting Sim was one of those games where they're like, you know, like you can make any game look cool when you just post a bunch of CGI shit. You know what I mean? Like anything game looks like, oh, that looks fucking great, you know, and then you like actually play the game and you're like, wait, that's not in the game.
Right. Yeah, one of my biggest complaints, like I remember way back when it was coming out, and basically all the content creators were raving about it
Yeah.
right up until they played it.
Yeah.
But my biggest complaint from the get-go was that it wasn't multiplayer.
Sure.
I mean, I play Call of the Wild a lot by myself, but I know back in the day, a lot of what really got me to play it a lot was you could play with other people.
Sure.
And we would always end up doing stupid shit, just like you and I do, where
Yeah.
you start shooting your 22 at somebody across the lake, trying
Yeah.
to hit them.
Yeah.
They're being all serious, crawling through a bush, trying to sneak up on a great one. And
You're fucking.
you pull out your 22 and just start peppering the sand around them while they're
Yeah.
crawling through the bush.
Yeah, like I don't get it, you know, like, and I feel like Ultimate Hunting, hopefully it won't be terrible, because I mean the fact that the dude creating it was a fucking, you know, a hunting game player, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah, he played Call of the Wild and Clats.
yeah, and to hear the dudes, you know, hear the people talking for whatever the fucking hunt, whatever that new game's called, I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, to
The
hear
Way of the Hunt.
the Way of the Hunter, yeah, you know, and then they're like, oh yeah, several of us hunt, and these people that work for the game, they're all hunters, and blah blah blah. Like you're like, okay. I feel like everybody sees that Call of the Wild, and I feel like honestly, I feel like a lot of their models are the exact same. You know what I mean, for a lot of stuff. So I don't know. If a game
Yeah, I
makes the
mean,
graphics of Call of the Wild, the guns and range of Hunting Sim, and the mechanics of Class, I think you'd have a damn good hunting game. Yeah.
Well, I've wondered that kind of stuff with Call of the Wild forever. Like, I mean, I like them, and I used to probably defend them more than I should, but they really, really need to quit being so cautious.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even use Boone and Crockett's scoring because something about, I don't know, they might get sued.
Well, I don't know if you read, but like that new hunting thing said because they're based in, because the maps are going to be UK and America, that they have to do a hybrid scoring system because, you know, they made it sound like they don't do Boone and Crockett over in Europe, so that's why they're not going to use Boone and Crockett for the scoring. Because people were asking them, like, how are you going to score these trophies? And they're like, oh, we have to come up with our own system because maps are going to be based on different parts. And so I have no idea. Like, I don't know, like, our Boone and Crockett be back later, got to get some play. All right, sounds good, dude. I don't know, like, if Boone and Crockett isn't a thing over there. Like, I would think they would be, but who knows? I have no idea.
I always thought it was, to be honest. I know SCI covers the entire globe.
Right.
Safari Club International. Okay, so don't use Boone and Crockett, use SCI.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Use just something that everybody knows. And this is what I've always said, is that way, let's say we're just going to use Boone and Crockett, for example, just because I know the scoring on that.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I've never played this game and somebody's telling me about it and they're like, oh my god, I shot, you know, an elk that scored a 390.
Right. You're like, oh, it's a
I'd
big
be
elk.
like, holy shit, that's a big elk.
Right.
You know, if you hit something over 400, you're approaching, you know, world class.
Yeah.
But to use some random scoring like they do, you know, if somebody's like, oh, I shot a 10,562 scoring elk.
Yeah.
Like, sounds like a game. Probably won't ever play that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like,
yeah.
at least back in the day when shit was like, oh, it was up to 1,000, at least you knew. You know what I mean? I do like, you know, I feel like I wish Call of Duty would switch to classics scoring. You know what I mean?
Well, in classic Boone and Crockett?
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought it was always Boone and Crockett too, and they have European animals and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe something changed, but yeah.
What I dislike is that, you know, like, you right now could be on your map and kill a perfect scoring red deer, and I on my map could be and kill a perfect scoring red deer, and they're gonna be the same. And I really wish it was kind of like classic, where you're like, oh, mine's fucking 1/10 better than yours, or oh, mine, you know, like, I like that there's actual competition, because, you know, I mean, it was cool back in the day to get perfect scores and shit like that, but I would gladly trade realistic and, like, you know, the odds of you getting the exact same score as your buddy. Like, I mean, you look at classic and, you know, you see people like, you know, there might be 5 people the same one, but then the next one up is, you know, like 2/10 better and blah blah blah, you know. So I don't know, I feel like they could do it better. I feel like all the red deer I kill in here, I'm never gonna fucking find a great one on this stupid map.
Yeah, I've always felt like if they used Boone and Crockett scoring, it would help get other people into the game.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think if you fucking reached out to Safari Club and said, hey, your top 10 animals we want to make as fucking animals on this game, I think it'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, that game needs to fucking put out some actual gameplay footage.
Well, and I think I only heard a little bit of it, but because I didn't watch Flinter's stream today. But I think what Zaggy was saying is Flinter was criticizing the way Ultimate Hunting's been releasing stuff, and he said they should have done it the way the Hunter did it, to where they actually had, you know, some gameplay footage to show.
Sure, rather than just sim stuff. Yeah, I get
And I
that.
don't disagree with that. I don't think it's gonna make, you know, Ultimate Hunting a bad game. I mean, they've been making those fishing games. They know a little bit about game development.
Yeah. Dude, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I like how open so far Way the Hunter is. You know, like already fucking going through, and they're like, "This is shit we can absolutely answer." You know, and like some of this stuff, like we gotta keep it a little closer to the vest until, you know. And I was like, all right, cool. But at least they're answering questions. You know what I mean? And you know, they said right off the bat, no, we're not gonna have crossplay. You know, so. But I don't know, like open and honest so far about stuff. So I like that. We'll see though. Dude, all these fucking deer that we've killed and we haven't had a fucking level 9 spawn in yet. And dude, like one of the maps, or one of the lakes, I've killed a fucking mythical on it every time I've been there. So I'm like, alright, well where the fuck, why aren't you spawning back as a level 9 at least?
Yeah, I was on a max weight track. I spotted another red deer and I lost the max weight track, but there's a cluster of tracks going this way and it's got another male in it too. Let's see if we can kill those. Oh, I see red deer. Oh, there it is. It's a level 7 with the mythical rack, and then oh, a legendary red deer.
Oh, nice.
He's got the smallest of them, but maybe getting rid of him will help. Yeah. So over here where I'm heading to, and I just picked up a drink zone.
Okay, yeah.
We may want to put a tent down like on top of this mountain to my west or something.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah.
That way.
Is that road?
Yeah, 'cause
to me, that dot like dead ends and there's nothing there. Is there supposed to be like another lodge there? Like it's kind of weird because it's like a dotted
that's
road
where
to nothing.
That's where that ibex statue is. I think
okay.
you saw, and you're like, oh, I see an ibex.
Oh,
It's not moving.
Yeah.
That's all right. You didn't fall for it because I guess TK actually was like shooting at it, and he thought his game was broken. And this is like, what the fuck? It's not dying, and like the chat is just dying because like everybody in there kind of knew. It was way back when this map first dropped, but a majority of people had already known that. Yeah, that thing doesn't even have a chance of making diamonds. Max is at 241, and I think we need a 251 to hit diamonds.
Yeah, 251 or 255. Something. All right, let me throw all this shit out of my thing real quick, and I'll run over there with the tent.
All right, I'm gonna start laying waste.
Yeah. I hear somebody shooting at something, I think. Dude. Save some animals for me. Holy shit.
Alright, 7 went down, legendary went down. Now I need to figure out what's the best way to cross this bed.
Dude, so I wanted to like unlock the perk where I could carry 5 more pounds, but I don't have enough points to get there, and I'm like, well, that's stupid. So right now I have no points in anything because it's like I really don't. So, you just want it like up on the map somewhere, up above you somewhere, I guess.
So I'm running the opposite way now, but if you kind of scroll in on the map, you can see up on the top of this ridge, there's a flat spot.
Yeah.
I say put it up there.
Okay.
Somewhere. If you can fit it in up there, that's
cool.
Nice. As
Join
a matter of fact,
one.
I will probably go put a tent in my map up there because I don't have anything up there either. So if I can put another tent down, I might go do that myself. Because now that they've moved all this stuff around, I don't have a quick access.
I need to go hunt on Dude, I was hunting on stupid Mississippi earlier and I fucking hated it, but I need to go look for that Max gray fox. Yeah.
Yeah, probably going to be hunting a little bit in the evening time because I think their drink time's 1700 to like 21.
Ugh. That's me puking in my mouth a little bit. Dude, so I was hunting buffalo earlier with the AR, and there wasn't a single buffalo that I shot a buffalo at almost 300 yards, and I was able to get fucking lungs, a single lung, with a 308. And I was like, tell me again why I can't kill a fucking buffalo with this, you know what I mean? And then I found that diamond, so I had to get close enough to hit him with the 454. But I was like, you know, it doesn't make. And again, like listening to that guy talk, that rad guy. And he said, oh yeah, if you can shoot a 308 or 30-06, you know, bring that gun to Africa. You can kill all the plains game. And I'm like, a 308? Cool. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, but, you know, like, according to the devs, like, a 308's too big for, like, an Impala. And, or, you know, like, just, or, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
night hunting. Go ahead, sorry.
The guy that owns Q,
Yeah.
like, I think it would be cool, basically, if they, I mean, maybe if they did pay him a little bit of money. Diamond starts at 251 on Red Deer.
Yeah.
So this guy was 237.
Eek, itty bitty.
But if they could have him on it, maybe as like the whatever, the guy that does all the talking.
Sure.
I'm drawing a blank right now for whatever reason, but
Kevin.
no, not his name.
Oh.
The what they call him on the map.
Oh yeah, the
like
narrator guy.
reserve-
Yeah.
Yeah, the reserve narrator. So have him do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But then also for publicity for, well, I guess it would work out that way because it's not just going to be him that makes the round, but start promoting that 8.6 blackout that they've been talking about.
Absolutely. Dude, if they fucking came out with him and they said, all right, we got suppressors and we got this 8.6 and, you know, like some cool shit and his bipod, you know what I mean? Like you could do a cool thing for him would be the 8.6 suppressor that you can put on any of the guns and a fucking bipod. That'd be an awesome DLC. Or map, you know what I mean? Depending on, I guess it'd be DLC because you have to buy the map, but...
Yeah, you could do another Africa map, and that's, I mean, I haven't got it to him yet, but my plan was to try to get TK to watch those as well or listen to them.
Yeah.
And then see if he can't push them on to the right people. Because, I mean, there's a lot of education in those podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an American. I don't know jack shit about Africa. I mean, I can be like everybody else and pretend like I do.
Yeah.
And say, don't shoot elephants. They're the most, sacred.
They're the
animal
beautifulest
on the
animal.
planet." Meanwhile, all the Africans are running around poisoning them and killing them because they kill all their food and stuff.
I guess I'll buy another tent and go put it on top of that other fucking hill.
I've got a green question mark on your map. I must not have that open. So that's like my thing when I first open a map. I try to unlock everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I build all of the hunting structures, pick up all the little points of interest. Outpost.
Where should I, if you look at my stream, I don't know if you have my stream open. So by the boot, I know you to like the left. I guess maybe I should put my,
You're still buying tents on mine.
okay. Yeah.
Wait till it catches up.
I just put the,
Okay, so yeah, kind of where you got that tent, that's good. Oh, where I'm running right now?
so like, yeah, on the left, don't you have like a tent up on top of that hill?
Yeah, kind of right at the top of where yours is dark.
Okay, so where you have that dot, where we would clearly use your tent probably?
So that dot on yours,
Mhm.
where you don't have it opened up, but there's just a
Yeah.
white spot.
Yeah.
Mine's not that far north.
Okay.
Come to where it's where the dark turns into your little, where the fog of war's gone on your map,
Yeah.
and then kind of right there in that middle where you can tell it's flat up there.
Okay. Cool.
When you get up there, just run around and
Cool.
you'll find a flat spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got that so I can run around to. And I guess, you know what? Further north probably isn't a bad idea because that outpost you're at,
Yeah.
it might be closer to that lake that's over there to the left, not the one I'm at. Because
Oh yeah, yeah. You could come down on the backside. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I'll put it
yeah,
where
I
you got
wanted
that
I
dot.
wanted a way to sneak down because
Yeah.
sometimes the animals are on the other side of the lake, and
Yeah.
when I come in
Oh,
from
wait. Did I grab a tent?
the regular side, I always spook stuff.
Cool. So I guess that eland on the cover photo wasn't like I guess there's like 2 different species of eland or whatever. I really like that fucking one that was on the like the cover photo for that one with red, I guess.
So was it some kind of eland then?
Yeah. So the cover
Okay.
photo was, and then they were talking about like there was some like broken horn one that they were talking about in the chat. Yo, what's up, Manny? How you doing, man? Long time no talk, Manny. How you been? Yeah, there was some broken horn one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it would be cool to go over and kill some big ones, but like if you went over and killed like this fucking crazy gnarly looking broken horn one, I think that would almost be a better fucking trophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of that way with elk back when I lived on that private ranch.
Yeah.
There was this big, gnarly, nasty bull, and he was big. I don't think I ever saw him when he had both sides
Okay.
completely full. But by the time I saw him, he already had one broken half,
Okay.
and he had 5 points already on the one that was broken.
Wow.
I figure he had at least 8 points on that side.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably broke off at least 3.
Yeah, because he had 7 and a little nub on the full side, and I figured, yeah, that he had his Royal Tine and his, the other top 2 that split.
Right.
Maybe he had his Royal Tine. Maybe that's where it was broken. But yeah, anyway, he was a beast. But I still, man, if I'd have shot that guy, I'd have hung him on my wall.
Yeah.
Because I watched him kick the snot out of a bunch of bulls when we lived there.
Congratulations on your son, dude. How old's your kid? What'd you name him? Is it Manny Jr.? Got yourself a son now. Or did you name him Gator after your favorite streamer? That'd be cool.
Got myself a son. He went down to the kid buying store.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids
Like,
R Us.
yeah, right beside Lowe's. They took over all the Toys R Us buildings. The Kids R Us.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they used to have Babies R Us. I didn't. Maybe they actually sold babies at those. Dude, it's so funny driving down to Muskogee, and you drive by, and it's like an old family video, and like all the old stores are still down there. They're just like open and vacant and shit. And then, dude, like you drive through downtown Muskogee, and it smells like weed so bad, and it's so funny because they had to go to a meeting. All the owners had to go to a meeting. And the police chief came and said, since we legalized marijuana, crime is up 200% in our town. And there's pawn shops everywhere. And there's weed dispensaries everywhere. And he's like, so make sure you're vigilant. So we put a camera in the booth. He's like, you want to make sure your stuff's locked up really good when you're not there during the week. And you could be there during the week if you want. But and he's like, and make sure you're paying attention when the festival's open. He's like, because they'll come in and fucking pocket shit and walk out and pocket some more shit from your neighbor. And I was just cracking up. I was like, all you hear about is like, oh, weed has no consequences. It's so good. He's about to be 1. On Saturday, his name is Ethan. That's not as good as Gator, but it's all right. I had to pick a normal name because wife didn't let me pick Gator, but it's his nickname. All right, cool, dude. I appreciate it. very cool, man. Congratulations. Having a son was probably, I mean, having a kid is probably, I don't know, like I've done a lot of cool shit in my life, but I think having a kid is probably the top. It's so weird too, because I have a buddy who doesn't have kids, and all he talks about is like, well, you have a kid, so if I want to, I could go to Africa right now. And I was like, I could go to fucking Africa too. It's not like Belinda's gonna be like, oh, you can't go. I was like, but I'd much rather be around my kid, you know, than just, oh, I'm gonna up and go to fucking Africa for, you know, a week. You know, I don't know. You know, life's about sacrifice, and I'd much rather have like my memories with JJ and shit than being like, oh, I could go out of town at a moment's notice if I want. And I go out of town a lot for work, and I got a pretty awesome life.
Isn't that kind of a funny, like, weird defense mechanism for basically, I can't find a woman that will sleep with me and have kids with me?
Or like, you know, I can't find a chick that wants to have kids with me, but yeah, 100%. And like I said, I was just like, come on, dude, like, I don't know, like it's a pretty, like you said, it's a pretty weak argument. Well, I can go out of town whenever I want. Well, so can I, you know, so can Belinda, because of, you know, like, I mean, like, it's called being an adult. And if you have the money, like, definitely a different feeling in so much. Yeah, dude, like, so you probably love your son, and I absolutely love JJ, but for the first 2 years, other than being cute, they're so worthless. and as your kid gains another year and he starts to walk and talk and shit like that, then there's so much more fun. But for the first 2 years, you're just like, do something.
Dude, like between 1 and 2 is actually my favorite.
Was it?
Yeah, it's before they start talking back. They just run around. There's like these cute little walking little Cabbage Patch Kids.
Right? Dude, and they do that freaking crazy cutest things and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. About the time they start talking back is about the time I want to take them back.
Yeah.
Oh, and the stork. This one's broken.
Yeah. Hi, this one's got the sassy switch flipped, and I don't like that. Dude, it'll be funny, because, like, I'll be hanging out with Belinda, and she'll just get a fucking hair up her ass, and she'll be kind of sassy, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are right now, but I don't like her. And she's like, oh, you don't like when I'm sassy? And I'm like, no. so she's sassier more, and I'm like, God damn it. And then she goes back to normal, but sometimes I'm like, what kind of goofy shit are you into at the moment? Or be like me and be a little shit. Yeah, 100% just like Taylor Bear. You know who I haven't seen or talked to in a while? Remember that fucking really skinny tall guy that had like the deepest voice we've ever heard? It wasn't too cool. The dude from Houston, and he had like the deepest voice. Like, he had a fucking Barry White voice, and he's like, oh, I'm a really super skinny Mexican guy, and like, you would never guess it from hearing his voice. But
yeah, I kind of recall that, but I don't.
We hunted with him a couple times. He was a plumber, and I'll have to look. Anyway, he had a kid. I say not too long ago. At some point, you know, since we moved, and he was talking about he had a kid. Do you remember Vitsky?
Mm-hmm.
So he popped in my chat. I don't know if you were here, but he popped in my chat the other day. And he's like, what's up, dude? Long time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking. And he's like, I had a kid, and it's 2 years old. And I was like, holy shit, you know. And he's like, oh, yeah. He gave me his fucking number because he lives in Minneapolis. And he's like, we should hang out when you come over. And I was like, cool. And he was a nice enough guy. You know, I assume he's not some kind of fucking serial killer, but some fucking random dude on Instagram was like, oh, dude, you left? I really wanted to meet you in Oklahoma. And I was like, well, as long as you're not a fucking... He's like, oh, I would have came to the Renaissance Festival and hung out. And I was like, all right, well, that's different. If you're like, hey, give me where you're staying. I want to come see you. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know.
I want to come rub your feet while you sleep.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that though, you know.
You're like, oh no,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's not throw it out there. I don't want to scare people.
Yeah. I don't want to freak you out, but I like a good foot rub. Yeah, Vitsky was in, yeah.
What the hell? Another level 5 Kratos over here.
Oh, nice.
And a level 4.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I think
Is
I'm
there
just gonna
any
shoot
red deer at this lake that's south of me? I wasn't sure if it's red. I don't have it unlocked.
that.
Just south of you.
Oh, the big lake down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's red deer down there. Or there is normally,
Cool.
I should say. I think that's the one where they might have, is that the lake? Let me look at the map again. It might be that other lake over there. I know somewhere I saw them and I was like, man, you start shooting at them, they're going to run off the map. And
Yeah.
it might be that lake south of here. But both those two lakes down there can have red deer out.
Okay. I need to find that roe deer on here. God.
Alright, he's dead.
A mile or 1.4 kilometers, and you almost made a 69 on the map. Was that on purpose? No way, did I? Oh yeah, I almost got a 69. That's pretty funny. I had no idea. That is pretty funny. So what else is new for you, Manny? So I will just tell you. So we, I don't know if you knew, but we moved to Wisconsin, and everything's going fucking great up here. Love it up here. Finally got Starlink. Tonight, Starlink's not cooperating very much, so it's kind of laggy, which kind of sucks. But generally speaking, Starlink works pretty good. What state are you in again, Manny? Well, fuck it. Let's go ahead and shoot him. Shoulda ran, dumbass. Do you still play this game, Manny, or no? Do you ever watch, like, I'm not a baseball fan, but I watch the guy named John Boy. Have you ever seen any of his videos? He does, like, lip readings, and they're usually pretty spot on, but he's super fucking funny. He's a dude from, like, New York or something. What's the cost of Starlink? Starlink did not know you moved. What happened? I'm in California. So everybody started moving to Colorado, and because of legal weed. So Colorado started filling up with complete dickheads, and everything was getting really expensive. The cost of Starlink was $99, but it just went up to like $115, I think, or $120 or something. Anyway, so I live out in the middle of the country in Wisconsin now. And I say country, I mean forest. I live in the middle of the forest in Wisconsin. So the only internet that I had, yeah, you still do play? Nice. All right, you, what do you play on? Anyway, my internet that I had out here was Frontier satellite, and Frontier was 12 down and 1 to 2 up. So it took forever to fucking load videos and do anything. So then I got Starlink, and like this afternoon when I was playing, I think I had 160 down and it was 20 up there for a while. And then when I started streaming, I can't remember, it was like 100 down, and it was 100 down and like 7 or 8 up, so I thought it was gonna be fine. and then like it's being kind of laggy, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean everything was good. We just moved because like, dude, our house at the time when we moved, we got over $100,000 compared to what like we thought it was gonna be. So, and like our house there was nothing fancy. There was nothing great about it in Colorado. So we got a way bigger house out here. I got 30 acres. I got a bigger house with and then it comes with a pole barn, like a detached garage.
Well, I got a diamond Greatos, but I didn't find a single red deer zone over here, so there's that.
I killed red deer north of you. Well, where that purple dot was before you shot everything. I killed 4 red deer there earlier.
Yeah, I thought the north side of that lake had a red deer zone at it the last time we played on here.
I thought there was one. If we're saying that thing, it looks like a boot. I could have swore there was a red deer zone at the toe of that lake.
Maybe there is. Maybe I just didn't see it because I was shooting everything.
Yeah. I don't see any red deer here. Dude, that's insane. So the game lagged absolutely. So I pulled it up, I put the fucking scope on, and I shot. And the game lagged, and I thought I fucking absolutely missed. And then I see this dude fucking fold over, but I was like, oh shit, I missed. That's still better than Frontier. Dang, sucks all the unwanted moved in. Wish people leave California so prices can go back down. But on the plus side, I'm glad you have a better place. Sounds like you got a good prop. Dude, yeah, it's fucking awesome. Dude, I don't know. Like I assume like the prices in California are off the chain right now too. Like it just seems like I don't know. Like I couldn't get out of Colorado fast enough. So it's kind of crazy because you know what we got, and then we were actually looking, and our house in Colorado was like valued at almost 75 to 100,000 more again, supposedly. You know, but like I wouldn't trade living here for the last 3 years for that extra money. Like I feel like we got, you know, a good deal.
Yeah, and that's Zillow. I mean, you
Yeah.
have to. Zillow can say whatever the hell they want, and they do.
Yeah.
I could tell you every house in the country is worth $1 million, but until somebody's willing to pay for it,
Right.
it's not. But that's what's funny is what Manny's saying is I feel like that's what really drove the country over the past 2 years is all the people leaving California.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering when California's going to run out of people that can
To
leave
send
there
places?
and go move to other states. Yeah.
Like I said, it's just funny that the cop was like, oh yeah, since we legalized marijuana. And again, I don't give a shit if you smoke or whatever, do whatever you want. But he's just like, our crime's out of control in our state now, and our city now. And I was like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't feel like most states really talk about, the crime rates, the differences between before,
Yeah.
prior to legalization and after. Because I'm sure it skyrocketed in Colorado as well, but the Colorado media is pretty good at not talking about it.
Yeah. Man, there's a fuck ton of road here down here, but
Yeah, if you can get Starlink, but if you can't get Starlink, then no matter where you move.
yeah, dude, it's crazy because Starlink was like, oh, we're gonna come out, and then supposedly Elon said that he thought they would have maybe 100,000 people sign up for Starlink, and I want to say over 1 million people signed up for Starlink. You know, and I mean, so like it's a bitch to get Starlink right now, and you know, just to sign up, you had to give him $100 deposit. So he had such a fucking huge influx of like money right off the bat, you know.
Yeah.
But if he can fly some more fucking satellites up in the air and get more people their internet and make my internet better and faster and yeah, I mean, I dislike everybody Torbert. Like I said, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Like I know. Yeah. There's a monthly fee. It's like $120 a month.
What was the equipment fee? Was it $500 for that one?
So when I got it, it was $500, and I don't remember if they said it was going up to $550. I don't remember, but yeah, I want to say it was. I want to say it was $100 deposit, and then like $399, or you know, like something. Something like that.
Yeah, I was talking about it to my sister and brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, depending on if we can, if I'd assume after you buy the equipment, it's pretty much yours.
100%.
That's
So
why
you
it's
can
so
sell to
expensive.
somebody else. Yeah.
Well, and what I was telling them, I was like, maybe I'll downgrade the service to the cheaper one.
Oh, you're right.
If the premium's too much. Because I can't believe we haven't even heard anything. If if we're signed up for the premium, I mean, did that many people sign up for premium? Because
Right.
it sure as hell isn't cheap. Like, it's probably touching a little bit on the stupid side. But I thought it'd be cool, jumping, especially if it's portable, jump on our fifth wheel and take our little Starlink setup.
Have you seen the video? There's a guy who's got a video out now, and he basically fucking magnets Starlink to his roof and drives around and got mobile fucking. It's so weird because they say like, oh, it's locked into a spot, but like, you know, you watch this guy's video and he's driving all over at 80 miles an hour and has fucking internet in his vehicle and stuff.
I'm probably gonna hop off and go to bed though.
All right, buddy.
It's about that time for me.
So
I got a busy day tomorrow, so.
Cool. So
Well,
premium.
Pueblo.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I'm not jumping up.
Oh, okay. Have fun in Pueblo though. So premium is like their business class that they were offering, and I want to say it was significantly more, but the speeds were much higher for the business class.
Yeah, it's like $500 a month.
And I didn't look, so I don't know, but I mean it was like guaranteed to be a certain speed.
I think it's 500 down.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 500 down, and it's 500 a month. Which is expensive as hell. Like when I'm talking to my brother-in-law, he's like, "Yeah, we get fiber. We got gig speed fiber." He's like, "I think we pay like 60, 65 a month." I was like, Jesus.
Well, I guess Frontier is running fiber the town south of me, Merrill. I guess they're starting to run fiber to all that shit. So my buddy right now who has Starlink is like, I'm gonna just transfer my service down to Texas, and take it down there when we go to the Renaissance Festival down there.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and I'll probably
Alright,
talk
man.
to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you, bud.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Yeah, but $500 a month, but guaranteed to be 500 down, which is cool, but die. Jeez, that's yeah. Dude, so when I had 15-1, I was paying $79 a month. So it went up. Initially, Starlink's price was $99, but according to Elon, because of inflation and shit, they had to raise the price. Picking up some dead goats. Yo, so Manny, do you have any great ones yet? Manny, did you say what you play on? I can't remember if you were... what system you played on. How many diamonds now? Not a ton. I need to look what I had on Xbox. Hold on, we'll look. To be fair, dude, I've been playing a lot of other shit, but let's see. Hunting profile. 59 diamonds and 3 great ones. I do have a great one on every map, but this map and the on this map in New Zealand, and I'm saving them so I can kill them all at the same time. I started on PS4, but now I'm on PC. Oh, cool, man. We'll have to hunt together sometime. My Steam name, I don't know if you hunt on Steam or do you hunt on Steam or on EA, or I mean on Epic? It's crossplay now, so it doesn't really matter, but I will load one of my maps if you want a great one sometime. If you want, I offered it to another guy and he's like, "Oh, I want to get my own." Okay, cool. I get that. I get that. But if you're like, "I want to fucking kill a great one," then I will absolutely let you. I will load one of my maps and back out after you get on, and you can kill a great one. Steam, cool. My Steam is Gator Wrestler 303, so if you want to add me sometime, feel free. I should sell one more. I thought maybe we don't. Yeah, man. I'll give you a red deer and a whitetail. That way you can have one of each. Yeah, just let me know sometime. Oh, cool. I'm glad we shot that guy, so we found this dude. Those fucking slow dying spine shots. Let's see if it's pink here. Ah, a little pink. A little pink. Yeah, you bet, dude. No problem. You're old school. Do exclamation point follow age. You've been around for quite a while. Those wolves always fucking bark at me, but they don't ever come over the fucking hill and want any. GT spelled same as Twitch, right? Yep. Gator Wrestler 303, yep. Yeah, 3 years, 10 months. Yeah. So you absolutely you can kill a great one for sure. Like I said, I'll give you one of each. Hold on a second, I'll go to my lodge and you can tell me which whitetail rack you want. Let me see if I can scan any Bacidi real quick. Did we fucking miss him? I guess so. That long does not feel like it's been. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I thought we were about to die. Okay, so let's see. System, main menu. Okay, so continue. All right, let me look. When did you switch to PC? I switched maybe a year ago, about a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago. All right, no, hold on, let me see. Trophy Lodge. So tell me, you just gotta tell me which one you want. Which rack style. Like the red deer doesn't matter because all the fucking red deer are the same, which is stupid. All the red deer look the same. But I'll show you what I got for whitetail. So I got one of these. I got a map that has one of these on it. And then I have a map that's got basically one of these. It's a little cleaner than this one though. So that's an albino, but it's not an albino, and that's an albino, but it's not an albino. It's when they were fucking up and they accidentally switched all the colors. So anyway, I got one of these, and then I got one that looks very similar to that. You know what? Let's see. We might be able to spot him real quick. He's down here. 8:30 to 11:30, so we gotta change our time real quick. First one is good with me. Alright, yeah, it's up to you. I'll just show you this other one. But yeah, I mean the crazy huge antler one. So that's the biggest trophy that they got. Fucking A, click. So I have on Leighton, I have one with that crazy big antler, and then I killed the other buck that was in there with him, and it spawned back as a level 3. This way, right? Yeah. Are you on now, Manny, or no? Once you kill them, do they not respawn? So they don't, but it's kind of like on Xbox and shit back in the day, where I can spawn my map, and you can get on, and then it'll still be on the map. As long as you don't kill it while I'm still on the map, it'll still be on my map. There he is right there. So that's the other rack. Or you can have the one that looks... No, your son's sleeping. Oh, it's all good, dude. I just wasn't sure if you wanted me to start a map or not. So you can have the cactus looking one, or you can have the little bit cleaner looking one. So it's just like back in the day when you played on... I mean, it's still the same. It's still the same as like when you play on PS4. So like this is on my map. So if you join my map and you kill it while I'm still on the map, it won't be on there. But if I leave and then you kill it, since I'm not on there, it doesn't register to my account so that you can kill it. Does that make sense? So he should show up and just feed right here. Yeah, so like I said, it's just like back in the day on Xbox and stuff, or in PS4, where you would, get somebody to host a map and then have them leave and they could kill everything. And then all that guy's stuff would still be on there. Okay, I'll take the clean one. It looks nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it too. So I'll just show you where it's at on the map. At this lake at 8:30 in the morning. Cool. So yeah, you can have him at some point. I'm gonna switch back to the other map just because I need a. We'll hunt a little while longer. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad I can get you something. I appreciate you following me for 3 years. That's insane. Very nice of you. I have you in Discord, right? I think so. I mean, I saw the same Discord. Okay, hold on. So, 1830 to 21. Yeah, I don't know if you're still in my Discord or if you created one, but as of right now, no, because the NHL playoffs, the Avalanche are in the playoffs tomorrow. So as of right now, I won't be streaming Tuesday or Thursday, but if the Avalanche are getting killed in the playoffs, I'll probably stream. We can arrange it though, dude. It's not going anywhere. I don't plan on hunting them. And then if you needed to, I could always send you the file, the population file. So we shot a level 5 Mouflon out of the herd that's here this morning, and I just gotta check and see if he spawned back as anything good. Okay, good. Mating call. So I hope they come down and feed there. Oh, there's one. Of course they decide to feed behind the fucking bush. What do you use to stream? I use Streamlabs. Is that what you're talking about, or? Can't tell. That's a pretty good one right there. Let's shoot him. Alright, I don't know what we killed, but we're gonna run over there. Yeah, how you like Streamlabs? I like it. So I ended up ditching my affiliate with Twitch so that I could multi-stream with Streamlabs to YouTube, Facebook. Oh, dude, did the fucking tree catch that tracks? I think the tree did. Yeah, the tree caught the bullets. Nice. Anyway, so I ditched my affiliate so I could stream on those. Okay, there's a 3. But I like it. And then I bought the Prime with it, and it's like $13 a month. But it does like the notifications and all that shit. It does all that, so I don't have to do it. And, you know, as somebody who doesn't like doing any of that stuff, and I didn't feel like learning how to do all that shit, like, it's absolutely worth it. Are you thinking about getting into streaming, or what are you thinking? Is it better to not be affiliated? Well, so YouTube and Facebook don't care if you stream. YouTube and Facebook don't care if you stream to either one of them. They don't care if you stream to multiple things at the same time. Twitch doesn't care if you're not affiliate or partner. If you're an affiliate or partner, you're supposed to not stream at the same time that you're streaming on Twitch. And they don't want you to upload your videos to YouTube or Facebook for a full 24 hours after you stream. So they kind of, I don't know, that's shitty to me. So anyways, when I don't know, I have much more followers on YouTube than I do on Twitch. So it felt stupid to not live stream on there. And there for a while I was doing one Twitch, one YouTube, And it's just so much easier to be able to do all at the same time. Do you stream? So if you are affiliate, like I said, you're not allowed to. If you're not affiliate, which and to get rid of your affiliate, it's super easy. And I wasn't making a whole lot of money on subs and bits, so it wasn't a big deal to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate that Twitch could make money off of ads on my stream, but I didn't get paid for any of that shit. I understand if you don't want to let your partners, if you don't want to let partners stream to both at the same time, like that makes sense to me. But to tell affiliates that they can't, and then you're gonna put ads on their content, and then they don't get paid for that, like that's stupid. So that's why I dropped it. Okay. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. I'm affiliated, but I never learned what it meant. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I mean, like it's one thing, I guess, if you're making a lot of money off of Figured I was big enough anyways. Do you stream on both at the same time, or all three, or are you talking about like loading clips on YouTube before 24 hours is up? Yeah, I've streamed on both at the same time. I gotcha. What a rebel you are, dude. You're kind of like the bad boy of Call of the Wild. Dude, I fucking hate playing this game in the dark. But I'm trying to spot some Iberian. I was hoping to get like a warning call. We were actually able to get the Grand Slam in one day. Just grinding hard for goats. It just makes no sense because I found fucking Iberian there, so they gotta go here. Maybe they're down in the corner. You didn't know you were. Yeah, I mean, you would think, like I said, again, you would think that it wouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, I understand people that make actual money, like big money, partners, but they want to keep everybody down. You know, there for a while, like when I was actually streaming a lot in Colorado, and we'd have like 40 to 50 people watching, you know, and I had up to 60 subs at one time. Like then it made a little sense, you know. But I mean, when I ditched my subs, when I ditched my affiliate, I think I had like 4 subs. Oh, I fucking hate hunting at night on this game. Night hunt. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm really looking for a fucking diamond, really looking for a diamond mouflon. Well, I've learned something new, but I have to go now. Thanks for talking. Alright, man. Take it easy, man. See you, bud. Thanks for coming by. See ya. Keep up the good work. Alright, I'll try. Bye, bud. Did we really? I don't know, we hit 2. Maybe we did only get 1. No, that's 2. Wonder if the other one died quicker. Or just jetted off in it. Oh, there he is. We ran by him. I don't know how much longer we're gonna hunt for, Tulsi. Keep up the good work. You want some whiskey, Toy Bear? With all the old viewers coming in, where on earth is Laz? You could try to add him in Discord. Dude, back in the day, like, fucking goats would actually show up over here during the day. This whole, like, oh, the goats only fucking come out at night. That's stupid. Or the sheep. Sorry, the sheep. Whiskey? Alright, deal. Coming your way. Man, I just don't understand where the fuck the goats are. The sheep. This, like, used to have them at one point. Fuck. I just don't know. I guess we can go try over here. Unless the goats are in a couple spots, I don't know. We'll make it daylight in a second. I can't bring myself to play this stupid game in the dark. I would have thought goats would be more active during the day, but what do I know? Well, yeah. I mean, unless it was like a full moon, I'd be okay with this game if they had full moons. You know, like full moons and it was super bright at night. Then it'd be alright, I guess. One of those things like when you go in your backyard and it's like a full moon and you can see everything crystal clear, like then maybe. Alright, I can't bring myself to do this. This is fucking stupid. Miserable. I don't understand why that's even a thing that you can hunt at night. Yeah, they aren't great unless you're trying to do that. Where the fuck are the red deer at? It's getting windy outside. That sucks. $6:30. Oh, fucking A. We're still like fucking a couple minutes early. 6:30 a.m. I have not reset this population file because I'm trying to get a great one. If that makes sense. How far was that? Okay. Okay. Well, they'll die, but I guess we'll sit here a second and let shit start, well, like, it's stupid. Like, those fuckers are there. So let me go check here. Does resetting it not give better odds? So, if you reset it, though, it kills all your zones. So, yeah, you could probably reset it, you know, like 50 times, and maybe when you reset it the 50th time, maybe you'd spawn a great one. Dude, see, that's what's stupid about this game. Like, that fucking Red Deer Zone, 6 a.m. The other fucking Red Deer Zone, 6:30. So every time you reset your red deer, or every time you reset your animal population, it kills your zones. And dude, like, I don't know, it's a big enough pain in the ass to reset your population once. You know, to have to do it, like, oh, I fucking reset it 15 times, like, that would fucking get old. I'm probably gonna call it done in a minute though, dude. Getting kind of bored. Okay, there's a red deer zone. Like, where the fuck would the red deer be? No warning calls or anything. Alright, Toller, when we get to the end down here, we're gonna call it, dude. Let me see if there's anybody playing that I want to host. Or raid, I guess. Although we lost a bunch of viewers by fucking hunting in the dark. I guess we get raid Lone Vulture. I don't get it. There's fucking red deer zones here. Like, where are the red deer? Yeah, he's a nice guy, right? He's a nice change of pace. What the fuck is this? We actually found tracks. Maybe it belongs to something. Basiti. Dude, one time I spotted Wolverine was chasing fucking red deer over there, and I was on that side over there spotting, and they were running across, and Wolverine smoked one. It was a diamond. Boom, go to sleep. Man, what a fucking waste. Alright, dude. He got a diamond. He got a diamond. Did Lone Vulture or what? Alright, dude. Oh, yeah. Wolfie got a diamond. Yeah, yeah. God, I'm stupid. He got a diamond. Alright, we're going to host Lone Vulture. See you, buddy. Bye. Bye.